The recording is on, and it's a perfect time to show the birthday present I got.
Ooh.
Oh, you got a Keegan?
You zoom in because I can't tell what it is. It's complicated. It's
dice.
dice.
It's a dice with the colors of the trans flag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cute.
Can't really see the colours in the headset, but that's real nice.
It's good.
Anyways, recording is on.
Yes. Welcome back. Oh, Tess is gone. Welcome back to another episode of Kill the Flies.
I had to
Hello.
refresh Roll 20.
Last time, our mighty heroes pursued Havelthorn into her own pocket dimension and freed the people from her memory control. Freed the people inside from her memory control. However, upon confronting her and one of her students, Mirthi vanished, leaving the portal into her own realm and closing it behind her. The party now finds themselves in front of the portal, surrounded by a number of the citizens of the town, many of whose personalities seem to have shifted with the loss of their forced memories. And the crowd isn't very happy. It doesn't necessarily seem just focused on the party, though the people around you generally seem to be suspicious. Tensions are rising between all parties here at the Pocket Realm. You knew there was already fighting going on in the city before. It seems like it's ready to break out here as well. What are you guys doing?
Okay, so yeah, that portal didn't work.
It did, but it scared people.
That was pretty scary.
I mean, I don't think that's where we want to go, though, is it?
No.
It's better than being out here, though. I mean, there's so many.
No, I don't think it is.
At least I have friends over there.
I don't think what we just saw on the other side was friends with anything. Okay, what if we... maybe there's another door somewhere?
It'd be hard to find with how polluted this magic signatures are.
Let's see.
Could maybe convince all these people to look.
Yes.
I mean, they don't seem to be fond of us already, and I don't know about sticking my neck out further.
Yes, and also it might be possible to make a... might be difficult, but I could maybe make a compass of Uriel to help us look for something like this. But yeah, we should concentrate on calming down everybody so that we don't end up like in the middle of the purge and then decide what we're gonna do from there. Hey, everyone, calm down. We're gonna find a solution to get out of here. There has to be there has to be a contingency, a different way to exit this dimension. We are experts in these sorts of problems, and we will find another exit.
Just as soon as you say the word "we," I hit Tez roll for stealth.
Yeah, like as soon as Joro starts drawing attention to everybody, he kind of slinks to the.
Hey, listen. I have a pretty good score of persuasion, and I rolled 170. So
You do.
That's more like leadership. I mean,
It is a bit more like leadership.
Okay.
Persuasion is helpful, but if you have leadership is better.
Leadership is 160.
Very good. All right, leadership is also pretty good. As you talk to the crowd, you draw some attention just being that you are the wizard, and you see people at least think you know more than they do. A number of them still show suspicion towards you. There's like a couple calls from the back. It's like, we don't even know if you were a part of it. What can you do? What kind of a wizard are you?
I'm not a wizard. We just came in here to try to rescue one of our friends, and I happen to be the person who destroyed the book that was faking all of your memories.
My memories were in a book. Like most of them are like whispering amongst themselves. They don't necessarily seem friendly towards you, but you have their attention.
Yeah.
You do get a couple more people just like shouting angry things. One person's like, "Who's your friend?"
Her?
They point towards Gale.
Oh. No, I was pointing towards Omen. But it's her.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Zora slinks back. All right. So, what do you intend to tell them to do? Just calm down.
Yeah, just for now. Calm down. We're gonna figure this out. All right. So.
Well, I'm not sticking around here. I'm not going back to that freaky house. And they.
Okay.
They'll bet they had start like you see a couple people start to like split off and like moving into the woods.
That makes sense.
A larger group of them. You hear them whispering amongst each other, though you catch very easily. They're intending to go and take over the grain mill to make sure they have food. Yeah. And that larger portion seems to spread out, and they're gathering like rocks and sticks and stuff.
Okay, well, looks like we're entering the Battle Royale mode. Okay.
How many people stay in our general?
A significant number of people were brought up here. The village itself seems to have a population of like maybe 800 people.
Oh, wow.
So it's decently large. And you got like at least like 90 of them up here. So there's still like 10 people, 12 people just sort of sitting around looking at the portal, like digging through the rubble of the house.
Okay. Listen, if I remember correctly, the portal wasn't a magical object, but it might still be possible to recreate the connection with the other world. I don't know Meredith very well, but maybe she has a contingency to like reopen the portal and come back, or another portal. Omen, you're better at detecting magical things. Can you just observe, see if you detect anything from where the portal was? Also, have you ever heard of the goddess of freedom that the elves used to worship, Uriel? Okay. In ancient times, somebody created a compass that was attuned to her essence. She didn't actually intervene in the creation of these objects. It might still be possible to do the same thing. I'll try to do something similar, but I'm gonna need a power source for that. All right.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Point, do you think Mirithes actually is coming back? I mean, there was pretty much no resistance once we actually got into a room. I think this might have been what she was planning to begin with.
Oh, a trap? That makes sense. Well, let's hope she doesn't have any way to destroy this pocket dimension.
I don't think she wants to destroy it. There's too many people. She's too invested with the people.
Well, she knows it's been compromised. She probably knows it's here, and if she doesn't, then she's going to notice the book's been destroyed.
It feels like this place was more of a prison than an experiment because, well, she took people that she saw as criminals and gave them new lives to live in peace together. So she was basically trying to reintegrate them into like her own society in a different way. Gail was included in this because she participated in stealing something from her dad. So so her investment in this project was just getting rid of criminals, but at the same time, like trying to isolate them from the society. Yeah.
I gathered. I know what a prison is.
Yeah. Well, it's a better version of a prison because it's less punitive and more. But anyways,
better. It's basically rewriting someone completely and turning into a different person better.
It's what most prisons try to do, but most of them fail. This one was actually successful, but anyways. Okay. I think there's a good chance she might come back. If not, I could have an idea. We could try to make the wake on the other side of that of the portal that we opened. It's a reflection of the sensations and feelings of the people who are on this side. So if we calm everybody's minds down and manage the issues that the people have and how they view reality, we might be able to calm this down. It will take some time, but we could still escape through the wake. But maybe there's a better path. Maybe there's a faster way out beforehand.
I don't know if you noticed, a lot of them seem to be not all that cooperative or friendly.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you expect her to do that.
Yeah.
If what you're saying is true and you think that's the best way out, though.
I think so, yeah.
And this place is too big and there's too many people.
What if we organized everybody? What if we all searched together?
We just let most of them walk off, so to begin with.
Yeah.
That they're not even going to trust us. I think it's happening.
Okay. Let's start by like finding out the most important parts. I can't see magic, so I can't observe the portal and see if it could be reactivated. I'm gonna start working on my idea, and like Jorel like starts to take out pieces of paper and like writing some stuff down and mumbling to himself.
Is 262 on Magic Phrase or good enough to know anything about Portal?
Well, you go over and sense the portal, and or where the portal was. Already the air is filled with energy, but you actually, where these little white lines are, the remnants of the area where he struck it with his fire ring. It even seems to like come through in small spurts of even greater energy coming from the wake. You can't quite tell where the way out is, but you can tell that the energy from the soul flow, the energy from the wake, is now leaking through here a little bit.
I guess that's something. That's important enough that I'd mention it.
Okay.
So,
So it's not necessarily a good thing because it means the stair could be opened wider by whatever is on the other side.
Yeah, this pocket dimension seemed pretty fragile to begin with. I don't think we should overly use that ring here.
Yeah.
is Killian still around?
Yeah, I was just hiding in the crowd.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was just hiding.
Sorry. Oh, in the crowd.
Yeah, I was. I for went where he was to in the crowd, so they wouldn't notice me. But I didn't.
Okay. Do you stayed with the group though?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yep, he's here.
Right. I'm gonna ask the rest of the group what they think.
The two of you, and Killian possibly included, take a rest. Null and Gale are sort of catching up to the side. They're near you. You are welcome over there, Omen, but you are having a very serious time thinking of a way to get out of there. And also, Karma is still alive, but still unconscious, just sort of like resting against Null as they talk. As you are sitting there, just sort of resting, people sort of approach the portal from the town. People move by. There does seem to, some of them do seem to bear some wounds, some bruises, some cuts. However, there was a brief like rise in smoke from the town, but it was quickly put out. As you look over there, can't really see further conflict at the moment. It seems pretty quiet. It seems like the center of town is abandoned now.
We're in the town now.
No, I was saying you could look down the hill from where you are and see the town. You can see this. It looks like the center streets are empty now. There aren't people fighting there anymore. They seem to have moved on. And found something else to do, or taken the fight somewhere else.
I'm wondering if there any like of those weird Mercury locks that need Xeon to pour in, like
Any
a
of
hidden one. You know how Mercury had those weird locks that like you needed Xeon to open stuff. I'm gonna look around and see. Yeah, I'm gonna look in here if there's like a hidden one.
You're looking through the little hut.
There's where the little hut is.
You're parsing through it. You're the people who've been through it have turned everything over once or twice. And you notice that like there was a shovel here that's gone. There was a rig here that is gone. But as you look through, you don't find any of those little magical locks. It seems like this place was pretty solidly built to look like just a regular shed. Nothing interesting here. The walls were too thin to even hide anything. So, what are you two? Are you, Gilman, Joel? Are you just kind of thinking in your own heads, or did you want to roll any rolls with this?
Or do we want to what now?
Did you want to make any rolls with this, or are both of you just considering in your own heads? I put my mic up.
I'm like Troll is like kind of like in his own head, just like trying to like think up of like the best way to tune the compass to like to a god. Oh yeah, no, Uriel is a goddess. And yeah.
Uriel is technically a god.
Oh, he's the one who
He's the one male god of the barrels.
Okay, yeah. So, I'm just like doing some calculations on on my own, trying to like decide, yeah, like the best way to do this. And I think Gabriel is present and like observing the situation, but that's gonna be about it.
Okay. You can make a quick a cult check if you want, just to make sure you do not fumble. By the way, Killian, are you still at 4 hit points?
Yes, I am.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't have no magic right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have Xeon, but I can't cast those spells right.
Yeah. All right. So, you spend a goodly time thinking. Omen, you didn't want to try any rolls?
He's too concerned about calm at the moment to be actually paying attention to what's happening with this.
Okay. Jorl, pocket dimensions are a very strange topic.
Yeah.
But if anything, you do know that the power of whatever these angels are that a lot of beings consider gods, specifically the pantheon of 14, has ever touched this place, then Uriel is probably aware of and has a presence here that you could lock onto.
Yeah.
Their power is extraordinary and different than any other being on this planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just yes.
Was there anything in passing that Mirthi mentioned about this place that I remember not letting me in?
She was very cagey about it. You could make an intelligence check, just a D10 plus your intelligence.
Why am I rolling 2s?
You're not rolling real good. You're really smart though. You remember there was a larger hubbub about. There was actually like a hubbub about this place. Back when she created it, you weren't really aware of the Magus Order and the Marathi back then, but like you do know that it sort of carries a negative connotation with the Magus Order. This place was created a while ago and had a lot of resources put into it by more than just Marathi, and they were sort of upset that it wound up in the hands of Marathi rather than the Central Magus Order. But there were lots of reasons why the Magus Order didn't want to challenge Marathi openly. You don't quite remember. Now you may be wishing you had asked your people there what was so special about this place and how it even was made, but you did not, unfortunately. Low intellect score.
So, how many people are still here?
10, 12.
Yep, and that number rises and falls a little bit. Sometimes people like move off, and like you got an occasion like 5 people came together, just sort of looking it over and conferring with Joral or with the people here about, well, what's going on? Is there really a portal? No, it's not. Go away. It was. So the other bad mage closed the portal.
No, I asked her. We would. I try to gather them or one of them and ask them if there's like, you know how we went to that weird altar place. If there's equivalent one of those in this area.
Weird altar place? Oh, you mean the mausoleum?
Yes.
They're like, well, there's a church, if that's what you're talking about, and it's over that way. Sounds like a fancy building you'd put in a graveyard, but we haven't seen one here.
Okay. I tell them thank you, and I tell the group I'm gonna go check out the church if there's anything in.
You know,
You look pretty roughed up, buddy. Are you sure?
Do you want to stitch me up?
Little looks at like a little kitchen knife he has. No, I'm not so good at that.
Oh, I'll just have to make do.
Okay. So, you're gonna go over and check out the church?
Yeah. Is anyone coming with?
Anyone want to go with him?
I asked if
could,
the blood rose can come.
I could go with him if you want me to. You got Gerald and all his ladies here, and you.
I'm not sure that getting Philario to walk around with the people already stressed out is a good idea.
Well, you can go yourself.
Yeah. Yes. So, just before that, based on my calculations, I could use one of the last 5 Romulan seeds that we have in order to make a
Fire-based power.
yeah, it's not based on fire.
I asked what's around.
Oh,
What are the seeds?
it's a magical seed. It's for ancient trees that don't exist spread out in the world anymore. I had been meaning to plant them and to grow some new ones, but if
I could
You use the
definitely
fast
help
facts
with
instead.
that.
what?
So I could definitely help with that. I'm quite keen on horticulture. Or my Shelley is.
Oh, how quickly are we talking?
Well, in a day, it could be 100 days old. In a week, it'd be a few months.
All right, that's good to keep in mind. I don't think right now is. Yeah, I think I don't know how much time we have.
And let's not mess around planting trees in the pocket dimension, which can apparently vanish at any moment with us in it.
Yeah.
I didn't see you as a person interested in flowers, though, Killian.
Well, you never asked.
All right. This should not interfere with the rest of the properties of this thing. So, like, I'm gonna take out the compass that I used to like spot the what are they called? Splinter traces. The compass itself is not enchanted. It's just made to like respond to the different signal. But I think I can like yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, no, it has nothing to do with fire. Okay, It's gonna take me another minute to figure this out.
Should I describe the church?
Yeah, sure. I'll be like following around, just like making notes and thinking to myself.
Okay, so you
Alright.
two are going.
Yeah, they're going. Noel's staying here then.
Right.
So, Bowman.
I actually wanted to talk to you about something.
Wait, me?
Well, you and Gail, and well, Karma's a bit occupied at the moment.
Yeah.
So, what do you actually want to do when we get out of here? I mean, you know, if we get out of here.
Well, I'd kind of like to scratch my knuckles on Mirathi's face, but it's also, you know, dangerous, and you're the wizard, so I'll defer to you on that. But Gail says, I'd like to do the same, but, you know, the more and the more I think about it, the more I just want to get as far from Dwanholf as possible. I don't really know what's going on out there, but I don't really like being in here.
The problem was I was kind of thinking the same thing. But I obviously don't want to say that in front of Joel or Killian.
So, I hear that there's a lot of undead out there. No, Lynn, here we're talking about the everything that's been happening outside, and apparently what they had been seeing in the week before they got here. It sounds like everything's gone wrong outside. And we're the Fiends of Anatari. You know, I feel like if I hadn't just spent like months here with my mind full of fake thoughts, I would have said that they were encroaching on our turf. Especially since they took it over. But, if you want to go, I'm with you. And Noel says, and I'm just happy to have everyone back. So yeah, I'm gonna go where you guys go. Let's go. I don't know what Karma would say though. Karma, wake up! And he sort of like squeezes his cheeks a little bit. I'm getting worried about that too. Like,
How long's he been out now?
Honestly, he's only been out for an hour.
Okay, it's not too bad then.
No. But he won't wake up. And look at his hands, they're so pale. I mean, they were pale before, but they're really pale now.
No, I think it might need a bit more thought on what we're doing, but from the looks of it, we seem to have time.
Yeah, I guess we do. As long as no one around here fixes to make any problems for us.
Speaking of problems, I do have one idea.
What's that?
I mean, if Mirthieve doesn't actually care about this place, then, you know, we're pretty much done for. I don't think there's much in Jules' plan. But if she does, and we manage to mess it up enough, then maybe that'll be enough to draw her here.
That's an idea. I mean, actually, there was just a time or two when it's hard to say. It might work. There were a time or two when fights broke out here, and she as the alchemist Meredith, walked over and tried to settle things, and we all thought she was just had a way with words, but no, now we know better. Any problem that was solved and by her tended to like be forgotten so fast. She didn't like us fighting.
Well, it's not like there haven't been fights happening so far, so maybe we just need to make more.
Yeah. Do you think she's aware of us right now?
She has to be. Either she's aware of us or she's dead, because Bob, we're here, and we've already fought off two other apprentices.
I mean, like, is she looking at us right now?
Well, I hope not.
No, not too. But that sounds like a plan to me. How should we start? Should we just try punching people? Or should we try to, I don't know, pit people against one another? I could figure out a way to do that if you give me time to move around enough.
Oh, well, there's one thing we're good at, and it's making people scared of us.
That's true. And there's oh god. I don't know about actually killing people, Omen, but there are a lot of straw houses down there.
Oh, maybe not. Let's not burn them down completely. Just
The
a few
right
sparks
one.
here and there.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds better. Good. We're still on the same page.
Yeah, I haven't turned into a violent murderer.
Yeah, well,
We're still on the same page, and the same page is the one to the lyrics of "We didn't start the fire."
but yeah, no, I think he was alive. He was alive, right? Yeah, Jorl healed him. Okay, never mind. There was that one guy in the camp at the base of the Scar of the Martyr where, like, he threw a fire mine and it exploded, and that was the session you weren't even there. That was pretty scary, but no, I think he was alive. Coach Oral healed him. Okay, so are you guys planning to do that now, like to get up and start moving towards the town? Okay. You three, Killian, you see the party rise, the fiends rise, and begin moving towards the town. Killian, you're not here, you're at the church, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody sees that but the other people hanging out at the portal. Killian, you and Jorl arrive at the church. Like I said before, the buildings around here aren't extraordinarily sturdy. The church is one building that differs from that, but it seems like very old stonework. There are buildings in Dwanhof that were built with more advanced techniques than this one. It's largely just clay, like molded over large rocks that makes very large, very rough stone walls. But as it goes up, you see the rooftop is wood, and it is relatively small for such a large town. There's just the aisle to a large window where it's not stained glass, but it has the cross in the center. It actually looks vaguely reminiscent of the Church of Abel. And there's a book sort of resting on the pedestal. It seems like there's no pews. People are just meant to stand and listen. There is, however, a balcony behind you, and then a small platform whereby the priest or the pastor would stand and talk over the people here to worship. It's very
Okay.
quiet.
There's nothing like a mausoleum, right? Or the mausoleum thing.
No basins, no. There was a graveyard outside, but there's no like magic. Nothing, you can sense no magic here, and it's nowhere near as finely made as the mausoleum was outside.
I was trying to see if I knew Murthy's apprentice also helped make it, right? This place. Maybe she had her own portal from here to the mausoleum.
Yes. It does not seem so, sadly. So you're just sort of looking around the place?
Yeah, keep looking, see.
Okay. Make
Is
a
there
notice check.
anything weird
Anything weird about what?
about the book?
You want? How long are you gonna take to look through the book? You open the book. It's a very rough, like hand. It looks like a hand transcribed Bible. Well,
I'll
like
give
I
it
think
a
that's what you
good.
call the book of the able religion. In it.
I'll give it a good look.
Yeah.
That's very strange for a mage to give to her to her prisoners.
Mm-hmm. You're probably at least faintly aware of this book, and as you're looking through it, you realize that you're looking through it, and you very quickly find some of the passages that you would expect to be cut completely. Anything relating to like harming the super, like unnatural things being evil is just cut. It doesn't even mention them. It seems to be like another pet project of hers. Like she just tried to rewrite the text of Abel without any mention of the unholy powers and methods that people are so afraid of in the world.
Yeah, that was his main thing, though. So the book is probably much shorter.
Yes, it is considerably. There's like a considerable number of pages sort of pulled off the end, but in that vein, it becomes sort of like a nice book about being cool and following a singular deity. It does seem to lack quite the hard-hitting substance of the other book, which really wanted everyone here dead.
Well, not everyone here, just us. And
Yes.
also anyone who's aware of the supernatural, according to the Inquisition, so now everyone.
Now everyone.
Okay. Alright.
Well, while you were
that-
searching with a notice check, you
that
hear somebody.
might work. It might work. And it wouldn't impact you very negatively. I mean, like, I could just get a ring to counteract the effects of it so that it wouldn't actually bother you. You'll be okay with that? Okay. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna need to make a key. And yeah, alright. I can get started. Killian, are you spotting anything in particular in this place?
I heard something, I think.
Yes, you hear like some like shallow it sounds like very nervous breathing. Somebody is up in that little platform, that balcony, like hunched down, listening to you guys.
I kind of call out and say, "Who's there? Come forward."
Slowly, like long fingers come over the side and they draw themselves up. It seems to be a rather old-looking woman, probably like in her 60s, which is really good in Dwanhope. It's really good in a lot of places in the Empire, but especially here in Dwanhope. She's got like long gray hair, like falling down to her shoulders, and a distinguished long nose, like sunken eyes, sunken cheeks, but very nice, like white and blue rose. And she says, just your resident priest, young sir. How are you this fine morning?
I'm doing good. Not feeling murderous, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yes. Just a little worried. People come to the church haven't been the same recently. Oh. but I suppose I can understand. Um, can I help you? Any of you find spiritual enlightenment today?
Would it be okay to ask to? We would like to pray for about an hour and not be disturbed by anyone. Would that be possible?
Oh yes, yes. I will. Yes, I will not disturb you. And so far, the parties that seemed interested in ransacking this place are gone. But it's not been too long, and I don't have a lock on my door.
Killian, will you be the lock on this door for a short amount of time?
What am I supposed to do against these people? I can't hurt them.
Oh, right. Here. I'm handing you over the rest of the magic containing rods. So you can regain. Let's see. Alright, you can regain 1,000 points of Xeon.
I eat them and say that after eating or taking all the Xeons out, and said that wasn't really what was left.
After taking it all, thanks.
Says I'm a little too tired. I need to heal before I do anything.
Alright. Do you have any... do you know how to do that? I saw you heal.
I would have to heal before casting a spell.
Ah.
I have a very unique arcane tradition of casting, and we can just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick up on that. Can you accumulate without casting?
Yes.
Okay, listen. The amount that you just got, if you accumulate that, it will make very visible things that can be very intimidating. You don't need to actually cast anything to keep people away from here. All you need to do is to be able to scare them away if there's any problem.
Or if you just gave me back the items I took from the mage, we wouldn't have this.
Oh, yeah. Who had what now?
The Blood Rose had them.
Okay, yeah. She's gonna hand them back to you. Oh, wait, yeah, those items. I forgot about those items. I was about to do something a bit more permanent.
Technically, what's his name? Our friend who's unconscious, Karma, is still wearing the robes.
But I didn't ask for the robes. The robes weren't mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The staff. Oh, nice. Yeah, the staff has a really good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hand you the staff. I'm looking at the ring and I'm like, this could work. So there's gonna be 100.
Well, that one is mine.
Hold on. 160. That's 140. That's oh no, I wouldn't even need to do that. Yes, this thing. Okay, all right.
I say, are
20.
you really gonna take my ring?
No,
Because we're gonna have problems if you.
I can improve it. I can make it better. I just give me a second to remember to piece this together. Oh no, yeah, no. Hold on, 1 second. Is gonna be 160. That's gonna be 80. Oh yeah. It's gonna be 40 and oh. Yes.
I forget. Well, do I know which of the items gave her the +2?
You do not, and from what Jorl has been saying, none of them give power.
That would be 170. I think wait, sorry, I'm just making some calculations.
Do you want me to hop over to, since this is gonna take an hour for you to make, you want me to hop over to Omen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Hopping on over to Omen. You guys marched back into town. Null holding on to Karma. And you sort of walk through the very quiet now center of town. What is your first objective?
Okay, what's the tallest building in this dirt pile?
What's what?
Gale, what's the tallest building here?
Gale? Technically the grain silo, but it's over on a hill that way. The tallest building here is... Honestly, I think it's the tavern. She'll point a little bit ahead. It's just around that corner there. And as you go, you do see a tavern that technically has 3 tiers to it. Though the 3rd tier just seems to be like a little tower posted to the right side. It looks like it couldn't hold more than a spiral staircase and a deck at the top for looking out through very thin windows. But it does have, it is largely made of wood. I wasn't really allowed to go there, but I always looked at it.
You weren't allowed to go there.
What was that?
I mean, you weren't allowed to go there.
I don't know. My mom just said it was generally not the place to go. They actually do serve alcohol here, surprisingly.
Okay, well, maybe we'll get a drink after this. For now, though.
Well, if they haven't taken it all.
Well, there's probably quite a few people up here, so around here, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start climbing up to the top of it.
Okay. You do, as you get close to it, you realize the door is closed. The windows are also shuttered but cracked, and it doesn't take long as you sort of approach. You hear a voice from inside go, "Who goes there?" From the window to your left.
I'm gonna like a single intensity of fire using create fire.
Okay. You just sort of like throw this little tiny, it's just a candlelight of flame, and the window like snaps closed and it says, I think we got a magician outside, boys. And you hear several locks on the door, and the windows seem to like now bristle with tiny spear points, though they are still like very near closed. You see like little tiny pokers sticking out. One of them is obviously made to stoke fires. Another one is a sharpened end of a chair leg. They seem to be ready for you, but just like, no, she's throwing fire at us. That's gonna catch. She can catch the door on fire. What are you gonna do next?
Sorry, they're poking us out of the door, or
No, you just see like the several little like weapons like posed at the windows. You see them like standing there watching you with these little jabbing utensils that they've made from whatever they can.
okay, if that's right my way. Okay, I guess we'll just do it here in the square.
Okay. Just gonna walk back over to the square.
Okay, how do I do this?
As much as I am excited for this, I feel like Karma would like to be a part of it. I also feel like having the sleeping guy on me isn't going to be very scary. Can I have a cloak? Is there a tarp? He's looking around for a tarp. Sorry, buddy. He actually goes like over to where there are some barrels and like gets a tarp. He doesn't put Karma down, but like throws the tarp over his shoulder and ties it there, and like so Karma isn't entirely visible from the front. It just looks like he's really big. He's gonna say, "Okay, does this look goofy?" Hold on a second.
It doesn't look like we're just holding a conscious guy, because that's not exactly intimidating. Oh, good enough.
That's actually no. Sorry. So what will you do? Oh, it's a...
Okay.
By the way, Kedrick,
Yep.
I found this thing while making the artifacts of the water mage. You technically can't just like turn an object of level 3 or higher power points into a new object.
Ooh.
You can use those power points to make a new object, but the original object has to be made a part of the new one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I'll reread those rules specifically so that I'm not messing anything up.
Yep. Page 13 of Prometheum Exit.
Yeah, I'm on 16.
I like that. That's why now we have, and I like this, if this is okay. Null's gauntlets do have crosses on them, but they also have the blades of the sun and moon daggers on them.
I was thinking of like having the gems of the sun and moon daggers and the little kitty face of the Nikono Sekai, like
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had to use the Nikono Sekai for that.
Well, I thought the Nikono Sekai was level 2 or was it level 1?
It was level
That's
2.
Level 3. Okay, so you can have that destroyed, but if you want the Nikono Sekai face on there, that's also totally cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be the weirdest pairs of gloves.
The gloves of cat bling.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you trying to do with the artifact?
Okay, so...
Because we still don't know all the powers of the artifact.
Oh, okay, cool. Equal or higher. Wait. An item provides half its power points if it's used to fuel a power of equal or higher level. Ooh. I'd forgotten I could do that. Yeah, it has okay. If the object has any power, does not want to destroy the process, but he must somehow connect the object to the item he's creating. Alright, cool. Yes.
So while this is going on, he says, so can I have the ring, my ring back?
Okay. The ring is kind of perfect to make to make something that could get us out of here. And listen, the ring is mostly about protection. So if you want, I can keep the shield that I already cast on you, and then be the one to protect you. You wouldn't have to bother with that. And
I kind of like the ring as it is, and it is my.
well,
If need comes to be, we could use it as a last resort. But until then, I'll take you.
okay. We don't know when this dimension is going to stop existing. This is kind of a last resort. Up to you.
Okay. When I find it useful, I'll give it back.
Okay. I'm gonna transfer the shield that's on Killian onto Karma.
The old lady in the tower? Okay. Well, you should be able to see. Is
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
up there with. Is Gabriel back there?
I'll transfer it onto Karma like later. Right now, I'm just like it's not on Killian anymore. Killian can defend himself.
Gabriel gets 2 shields.
Someone is very bitter about.
I'm
But
just
really quick,
trying to get us out of here. And
let's hop back
Well,
to.
maybe if you didn't mess with my friends earlier, it'd be a lot easier to get.
Let's hop back to Owen real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so Omen, what are you doing in the center of town? No looks significantly more intimidating without carrying Karma like a sack of potatoes.
Okay, right. I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire. Just a big circle around us in the plaza.
There's now a circle of fire in the plaza. You see like several people in nearby buildings like crawl out of windows in the back of their house and begin to like move away, but there are others who are just like peeking out to see what's going on.
Okay, so Omen's gonna pull a scarf up, realize she can't really shout with it up, and pull it back down again, and say, "People of okay, what's this place called again?
You never asked what the town was called.
What's it called?
Oh, you're asking
Asking Gale.
Gail. Gail like leans forward and says, Aegon's town.
People of Aegon's town. Too long you have sat here in complacency, under the guidance of Meredith, is it? And all your little guidelines are preparing to bring you into a new age, an age of chaos and destruction.
Alright, would you like to make an intimidate check? Sorry,
I would.
go ahead and continue. Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Yay, open rolls.
There we go.
Hoorah! What do you say from there?
In a mere matter of hours, we shall overtake this land and become its new rulers. If you do not wish to be burnt to ashes, then submit to us. If not, then prepare yourselves.
Alright.
I'm going to call out Farron and have a... No, we're not going to have a soul form, but just like mess with fire a bit.
Okay. Pyrotechnics, doesn't she have an ability called Pyrotechnics?
She
No, I
can
think
control
that's-
flames a little bit.
Okay. So she can like rise up as part of your intimidation and like turn the fire you've made in a circle around yourself into horrible shapes of like people being cut down and of evil, spooky faces.
Also like
And-
to cast whispers from the other side.
Okay.
Just that basic to just scare anyone who's nearby.
Okay. The mixture of reactions from the crowd is is very broad. You get many people who like slam the doors shut. You hear locks. You see some people just straight up running. You see like an unusual amount of people. Like some doors like fall open, and there are just like people who like crawl out on their hands and knees, and are just like, oh god. You do that was also Null's role for trying to be intimidating beside you, by the way. And as they come out, he's gonna say, "That's right, on your knees. You don't run, return, stand before Omen." And they do. They run over, and he looks, and like he's doing this with a stern face, and he looks back at you and goes, "Yeah." And then he goes back to spooking people. You are slowly gathering like a procession of people here. You are chased. Everyone who is in this town that you know of right now is either up here with you or running. So, hey, looks like we did it. Should we tell them to like capture the other guys and bring them back here or something, like alive? Ooh.
I didn't actually think this would work. I don't know.
I didn't think it would work so great either, but it did. Look, we got a cult now. I mean, we don't want this for a long time, I imagine, but it's sort of cool for now.
Well, I mean, we got everyone together. Those of you who swear fealty to me shall prove it by tearing this town to pieces, brick by brick. Wow, do it.
There's a moment of silence. Like, did you hear what she said? Get to it! And scrambling over, and they look very confused. Some of them have like makeshift weaponry, and they're like awkwardly start smacking down like walls of houses. They try to like dig through them. It's taking them a while. One gentleman actually comes out with a hammer and like thoroughly crushes a door hinge, and they seem to be like confused as to how to do it. But slowly, bit by bit, they're getting the hang of it. They're getting heavier materials. They're trying to break down the wood. Even a few of them are like trying to light fires on buildings themselves. Because you actually see one like really, really brave soul like walk up to your side and like stick like this busted arm of a wagon into the fire to like catch his fire, and then use that on a building. So they're going at it. You see your new group spreading out across the town, destroying things that are easy to destroy, and trying to work their way up to buildings. They're just humans, but fire seems to be working pretty well. You just gonna watch them do that for a while?
That should get Merethi's attention, right?
Yeah, I assume so. She's gonna be mad. I wonder if she built these or if they built these. As you guys are walking through the town, just watching your cult set things on fire and break things down. Null says, "Can you let me out of the fire circle? I'm gonna go and I don't want her to get the drop on us."
Oh yeah, sure.
From where we're at, do we hear that going on, or are they still kind of far away?
The church is at the edge of town, but it is still in the town. So, make a notice check.
Screams and fire, and buildings getting destroyed.
Yes.
Notice. Yes.
And Killian can also make notice. And by the way, Null isn't out of sight. You just see him walking around the edge of town, peeking into buildings, peeking into and keeping an eye on the path down from where Merethi's portal was. He seems to be doing his job. He was the lookout back when you guys were a group, so he knows what he's doing. And he's actually kind of stealthy too, so he can stay out of direct vision of someone.
Thanks to the eyes of the world, I am aware of what's happening.
Yep, you watch them walk into the center of town. and you could vaguely hear them talking to each other. But what they were talking about didn't immediately click to you until fire and Omen's entire speech and Null helping her out. And you also caught the end bit about, oh, that should get her attention, and Null now looking for Havelthorn. But yeah, you hear all that. Unfortunately, Killian, towards the end of that whole adventure, you do hear like a couple of screams from the center of town, just very faintly. You can actually like hear Null's voice echoing, but you can't understand a word he's saying. And if you would like go to peek out, you can see like people running from that center of town and coming, and a couple of them are coming towards the church.
Well, here we go. I asked the church lady real quickly if she knows anywhere else where Mirthi visited often in the area.
Are you talking about the alchemist?
Yes, the alchemist.
She came by here quite often. But she just lived in her house and would come around to help us out whenever we needed it. I don't know exactly what you mean.
Is there any place she visited more often than?
She made a few personal visits, town hall, maybe about as much. She actually did spend quite a lot of time here. She gave me this book, and I studied it. She gave me, I have a clock up here. Very nice. She gave that to me too. And she told me things, and she.
Killian?
Yes.
Be careful. You remember what I said about me or Philario destroying a book earlier, right?
Well, I don't destroy random artifacts.
No.
Unlike some. Anyways, can I see that clock she gave you?
Killian,
Yes.
Killian, the person you're talking to is supposed to have her memories back.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember many things, sir.
Do you remember having two different lives?
I remember having many different lives. That little like spooky came in at just the right time.
Yeah.
I say, bring me the clock.
I am too frail to carry such a thing, but please come. By the door to the right, there's a little staircase. You can come and see it.
All right. Killian,
I have my little bird fly in there real quick.
Okay. As you fly up, you see that this person, like to the left, there's actually like a small living space just up there that then leads around to the alcove she's in now. It has a little bed, but it also seems to have like an unusual amount of like small, like moderately expensive objects. One large thing being like this big like clock just in the corner of the room. And it's rather expensive, and from what the technology level Marathi seem to be going for with this town, it's nowhere near, it's far beyond.
Can you bring the blood rose out so we can quickly investigate that?
I don't need the blood rose to be out to investigate this. I can see it very clearly from here.
Thought it was like hidden on top of something and like you can't reach regularly.
Trust me, I can see it just fine from here.
He can. I'm sorry. Actually, I forget that I should tell you all
Yeah,
about everything
it's-
in the building.
It's okay. It's okay. Like my character being focused on like his own things means like I only start paying attention to stuff like a little bit later.
Oh,
It
can
does-
you read if it has any residual magic on it?
Hmm.
Can you read if it has any residual magic on it?
No. But I don't see any runes that would indicate. Okay. Wait. Can't you observe that?
Yes, but I need an escort.
Oh. Yeah, Filariel's gonna... Wait, I'll keep an eye on you. No worries.
Fine. I have the bird come down again and lead me to it.
Where are you going to the clock?
Yeah, and then every so often I just make the
Gabriel is going to leave the church, and she's gonna head towards where Noel is, and ask nicely if I could take the robes. Yeah, that's what Gabriel's gonna do. Meanwhile, Joel is like making just like setting up a space to like convert artifacts.
Okay. Really quickly, in the order of things that happen, Jorul, you'll notice this very quickly, and also Killian, make a magic appraisal check. But the first thing you notice about this clock is that it doesn't have 12 hours. In fact, it seems to be a like just sort of like this shining bronze dial that has no indication of any time other than the straight up position, in which there's just like a single black bar, and it seems to be about 3/4 of the way, and you can see it move very slowly if you watch for long. It'll just tick upwards towards that bar on the top.
Oof.
Um,
That's a countdown if I've ever seen one.
As you approach, you can actually sense that this clock has a very small magical aura. The exact specifications seem to be keeping this thing on time. It doesn't have any other enchantments that you can tell. It just seems to be an enchantment to keep this clock turning at a precise time.
Does it have any weird, like, you know how it had the gate locks that let you open doors or anything?
You look around, you can actually open up the chest of the clock, and you see little ticking things inside, which are, you realize, largely useless because it's powered by magic. Mirthy doesn't seem to know how to make clocks work, only how to make magic work. You can close the door. All the things are openable. You don't sense or find anything that looks like one of those touch dials. And also for Jorul, you can see all of this from where you're standing. You can actually see inside the clock the point where all of the mechanics detach from the central dial and are essentially just to make it tick with a pleasant sound. Then finally, Null is like peeking around, sees Gabriel coming, and says, "Omen," and like nods his head towards Gabriel. Sure, Omen. It's cool, right? Is it protecting him still? I mean, I know I got him, but I kind of want him to be safe.
Oh. Here you go. I've transferred the shield that I had on Kellyan onto Karma.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, this is gonna be awkward. But here you go, buddy. And like, he has clothes on underneath there, of course, but it's like, taking off the robe. Here you go.
All right, thank you.
By the way, Gabriel, I don't mean to be a nag.
Yes.
But does Jorul have any intention on doing anything?
Yes, Jorul is going to repurpose this into an object that should point us to the right direction, and do a few other things that are going to be helpful for us.
Oh no, that's great. Like we got our own plans on that too.
Yeah.
Hitting on two fronts, awesome. But I was actually talking about bringing karma back to consciousness.
We're fighting a destruction mage, which means, so according to Droll, what must have happened is that Null's psychic powers got cancelled. Either that means that his spirit is like not connected to his body anymore, or it just means that it's that he tried to cast something and that it completely knocked him out. Like, yeah. Either way, there isn't an enormous amount that we can do apart from waiting and seeing.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go back to work. Thank you, Gabriel.
You're welcome. Okay. Right. Whew. They look intact. That should do the trick.
All right. They do. They did manage. 2 hours have now passed. While Killian,
I'm gonna let them know about the clock.
Okay.
I tell Noel, let everybody know there's a clock that Meredith thought very important, that it should always be on time, and it has only one indicator, and we are something like 3 hours away from it, and she wanted to know when that time was gonna be reached every time that it did happen. So in 3 hours, something's gonna happen. Just letting you know, just letting Omen know, we gotta be hopefully out of here in 3 hours. Good?
I could give us more.
You're not part of this conversation. Sorry.
District.
Yeah, that's why I said nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Null nods his head and says, okay, 3 hours. Ooh, I got it. I'll tell. I will ramp up our efforts.
Yeah. All right. I dislike having to do this because this is a really good thing. This is this was really well made, but well, we gotta get out of here. All right.
I told Joral I might be able to give us more time
What
if
do
you could whip up a potion,
whip up a?
something to heal me a bit.
Oh. I got an idea. Killian, go and get the what's it called? Go and get the flail, the frozen flail from Chef.
Okay, well, where is Chef at?
Actually, Chef should have been with Omen. No, wait. You control Chef now, so you have to tell Chef where to go.
I'm telling Chef to listen to what Omen says.
Okay.
All right.
So Chef is still listening to what Omen says, and I assume that means stand next to her and look also intimidating. Yeah, more scary factor.
Once you have it in your hands, it should help you just know how to heal yourself a little bit. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you take care of that. All right, I'm gonna get started here. Can you take the old priest lady with you?
Does the lady want to come with me?
Where are we going?
Gonna run some errands.
Well, yeah, I suppose I have. I rather not be out among the riots, though.
It's okay. I'll keep an eye on her. Okay. Yeah. I start getting to work, like tearing the fabric from the robe and preparing stuff. Okay. So first rule I've got. Yeah.
I just ask them where Chef and them are at. The one who went to get the
town square over there.
You could probably still see the fire if you for long enough. Oak.
I will go into town, sneaking about as always.
What are you breaking down, by the way?
The robes. I passed by 1 point.
I was gonna say those are really hard. Good.
Yeah. All right.
Oh my god, my rolls are horrible today.
And then okay.
Okay, so what are you doing now, Killian? You're hiding on the way over there?
Yeah, I just don't want to be in the middle of the riots. I'm trying to hide to the side.
You can hide to the side. You can approach Null. That would be easier unless you needed to approach Omen directly.
I will approach Null.
Okay, what do you say to Null when you hop out of the shadows? Because I don't think he can see you.
I say Joro requires the cat of 9 tails.
Never mind, he can see you. Holy cow! So like, oh, sorry, that's 40 less, but oh no, he doesn't. Yeah, he does see you with 40 less. Okay. So you like are creeping up, and you find this weird sensation as you find him like staring at you, and his eyes are really wide, and says, "Whoa, that's creepy." Cat of 9 tails? Okay. Oh man. Now Doro wants the cat of 9 tails. He's doing his thing with all the items and stuff. Can you have it, Omen?
You have the cat of 9 tails.
Yeah. You could throw it over the fire. I can catch it.
Yeah, I don't. It's probably not a wall at this point because it's about busy on to maintain that, but like it's still like I've got like little bonfires dotted around. So
keep working, slaves. Sorry.
Do you want me to throw it? Chef, throw it over to him.
That's it, Chef. I actually, Nell's getting really good at defending. He might be able to be fine against this. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Got it. Thanks, boss. Here you go, Killian.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah. And now, just very briefly, Omen. So, you're watching these people tear down the town. Some of them seem to be getting a little bit into it. Like, you see these three gentlemen, like, have boarded up a house and there's somebody inside when they're trying to set it on fire. And Nell like notices this too and looks at you and says, "Amigo."
Yeah.
Yep. Move on, boys. I got this one. And he's going to try and intimidate them away. Yep, it is. He like grabs one's face and like tosses him after the rest, and they go off. And then he like kind of opens the door and glares at the guy, walks away, and then like takes a little bit of the straw on the side of the ground and sets it on fire. He also like peers in the window and says, "Anybody else in here?" Nope. Last chance. Okay. It's good. There's one room apartment, very small.
Consider it arsonists.
What? Yes.
We're considerate arsonists. Yeah.
We don't want to burn people, just all your stuff. Yeah. Okay. But, yep. He managed to do that without being seen or arousing too much suspicion. And are you doing anything else while this is happening?
I?
We just. Sorry, I should know this. Could send Gale.
Gail's been sort of like standing to the side, like sort of rocking on her heels.
How much time do we have left on that clock? Do we know?
About
Gabriel
3 hours.
said like 3 hours.
Okay. I think we should wait until it's getting close to the time, or a little bit. Wait for a little bit longer, and then Hawthorne's house on fire.
We'll put Havelthorne's house on fire?
Yeah, the alchemist hut.
Well, that's already been mostly beaten down by people, but we could do that.
Yeah, just in case there's some in there, she doesn't want burnt.
Yeah. Well, I guess that does make sense. All right. You continue around for a while. Nell says, "I'll Is it cool if I stay here just to make sure things don't get out of hand?"
I was hoping you would. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'll stay back there. And in all case, moving around, making sure the havoc still continues. He might even punch a few people, but for the most part, he tries to make sure that the death count doesn't go up. And you guys head back out. As you're heading out, there are like 6 men rushing towards you, and like one of them, as they break around you, there's like, "I wouldn't advise going that way. Bye." Keep marching up to the hut.
Yeah.
You march up to the hut. Everything looks largely the same, except for there are 2 skeletons on the ground. And they're surrounded in like this faint gray sludge.
Kind of a stupid question. Those weren't there before, were they?
No, they weren't. There were no skeletons. And like they're just the bones. They look like they must have been here for a really long time, considering there's no skin around them.
Hmm.
And I'm going to also ask you to make another quick notice check for additional information. Wow, open roll. Awesome. Okay, good. Gail's with you, by the way, right? Okay.
I mean, I assume she didn't follow me.
You roll up on this place. You look at the skeletons, and immediately you can tell that there's something additional weird about this place. In the tent, from the middle of the hut, there seems to be like this line of like smeared ash where things have like gone from like charred and brittle to soft and sludgy, and it seems to extend from where the portal used to be, where the rift that Joral made is now, up the sides of the foundation was sort of into the ground and sort of up the sides of the stone. It also moves over and past these skeletons, and as you like look over to the side, you can actually see there's something on the ground sliding away from the bodies. It doesn't have a definite shape. If you would describe it, it sort of looks like just transparent gelatin. You wouldn't have even noticed it there if it weren't for the marks in the ground leading to it. It is almost perfectly invisible, apart from maybe just the faintest sheen of light bouncing off of its body. It is about a 5 foot by 5 foot like circular blob of slime that seems to be moving towards the forest.
I'm gonna take my staff out and poke it with the end of it.
Okay, you take your staff out, you move towards and poke it. Immediately, you feel your staff like you can sort of see little filaments rising up surrounding your staff, and wherever they touch your staff turns black and starts to melt.
Oh, well.
I will have to ask
expensive.
you to make a strength check to pull your staff away. Is this your golden staff?
Yeah.
It was a plus 10 staff, wasn't it, Joral?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I thought it was like a walk.
Wait. No, it was a +5 staff.
Okay, well that still gives it a slightly better chance, but it's made of gold. Unfortunately, okay. Now that's good. Now the rule from before was for breakage. Okay, you yank your staff away, pulling little bits of this goo with it, and they sort of fall on the ground around you. However, your staff is intact, magic functioning. It is now a +0 staff.
Oh well.
Like the gold that was along the bottom now seems blackened and just gross and like slimy. If you like were to touch it, it would like bend and like slip right off. You probably shouldn't be walking on this now.
Good thing I wasn't doing that before.
Yeah.
So this thing's heading towards the forest, right?
It is.
Oh, of course it is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's heading towards where Killian planted his devil plants before.
I don't work
well-
for devils.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you don't. Boo, 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 boo. Okay.
Oh, he's talking to someone. Okay, I was like, what is your next move? Welcome back.
Yep.
Do you have a next move?
Yeah.
do I have a next? This thing isn't. I mean, it's clearly dangerous, but it's slow. I think.
It does seem to be moving pretty slow. Like as you poke it, goes and like moves another like. It's moving at a speed of 2. Movement value 2. So 15 feet around. So every second it manages to like slime 5 feet ahead of itself. You had to sort of walk to keep up with it, but it's not moving very fast.
We kind of have bigger things to worry about at the moment. But it seems to have had a head start on breaking apart this place. I think the assumption would be that Havelthorn sent this thing. So I guess it only makes sense that try to attack it.
Perhaps so. But seeing what that thing did to your staff, would you mind? Because I don't really want to lose what little I have. And she holds up her butter knives.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I was planning on
Good.
just blasting it.
You gonna blast the
I'm
slime?
gonna use my ring.
All right. Where?
I'm blasting the ground ahead of it to be specific.
Okay. But catching it in the radius. Okay. It like flies over the slime, and you see like little bits of it catch fire. You actually see parts of it blackening, but almost immediately these parts are like vanish and return to the sludge. You have seemed to diminish its size. Like some of it seems to be like sliding off in the form of water. How much was base damage of that fireball, by the way? 100.
100.
Yep. Yeah. That would mean yes. You definitely seem to diminish it, but it didn't do as much damage as you were hoping, and it continues to sort of slime on. Also, there's a tree on fire ahead of it now.
Okay, I'm gonna extinguish that.
Okay. Gone.
And probably we'll just leave it be for now. If we can't destroy it.
Or should we head back to town? I guess you should probably at least check a firewall at the hut, right?
I'm gonna check it to see if there's anything important in there first.
Okay. Switch check. Well, good for
What's
you.
about to happen?
She hops over the foundation and begins poking around. You see her like sliding things around with her and butter knives and checking in all the little piles of soot left over or rubble. And she says, not finding anything of particular interest. I guess she like digs away at like some sand and pulls out really what looks like just a bunch of like clay vases and stuff, and pulls out. Oh, this might be. I guess she actually kept some alchemical equipment in here. Oh, maybe we could use some of this on Carl. If he's really just asleep and not like Gabriel, whoever that one woman said, separated from his body.
I mean, it's worth a shot. Do you know what you're doing with it?
A little, enough to patch the occasional cut or bruise and stop bleeding. I'm probably not up to what Reginald used to be.
You didn't want to wake him up anyway.
Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd like to talk to him, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, back to the town.
Back to the town. Are you gonna?
Oh yeah, set it on fire. Yeah.
Yep. Turn around, casually point your finger. It explodes into flames. And because your notice check was just so grand before, I'll let you say, as you are walking away, you like glance over. In the flames, you can sort of see that faint white line expand slowly, and another glimmering pile of unusual goo just flop onto the ground and begin scooching. This one seems to be going on a different path. It seems to be like meandering in the direction of the village, but it's probably going to hit woods before it does.
Okay, maybe that is a bit concerning. That's fine.
Well, I guess we'll handle that if it becomes a problem. At least they're slow. Alright, you head back to the town. Is your artifact complete, Jorl?
No. Oh, yes. Alright, cool. This one is done. Yeah.
Also, did you go do your thing, Stans?
This is gonna be. Okay. For that's gonna be 80. Hold on. No, wait. Is that a terrible idea? That is a terrible idea. Just give me 1 second. Trying to figure this out. Minus 80. So that brings us to 520. Okay. Alright. And okay. Yeah. Okay, 50% chance of failure on the last two. 2d100. Oh, thank fucking god. All right, cool.
You did really good on those artifacts.
Yeah. it would have been a real big waste if I hadn't. Okay, so I'm gonna basically use the metallic parts of the get strips of the cloak, tie them around 2 different rings, and then use like the metal part of the brooch to like attach it to the compass. I'm actually making 3 different artifacts, and by the time I'm done, Philario is gonna have all 3 of them, but yeah, by the time I'm done, I have a compass that points towards freedom, if there is such a direction to go into, and it's also able to seal breaches in reality, you know, Q Sylvanus, the axe that was made like to seal breaches in reality in Varja. I've like just gotten the same power, and the rest of the powers are basically defensive powers for Philario. But first thing I'm gonna do is basically go out there and seal the breach test out if it's working properly, and seal the breach in reality that I made with the Ring of Burning Reality. And after that, basically just like insert the compass into the breach, turn it, pull it back, and it should be closed. Okay. And after that, I'm gonna just look at the compass and see where it's pointing, and I'm gonna let everybody know that's where we should be heading.
Okay, so are you looking at the compass first?
No, after I've closed the portal, the hole in reality completely. Then I look at the compass.
Well, you're gonna go back through town, move up the path to Meredith's cottage. I assume you're going to meet Omen and Gale along the way.
So it's basically Philario just heading up with 2. Actually, yeah. I by this point I would only have had time to do the compass. So yeah, just the compass.
Okay.
Right.
So just the compass. Oh, you're just gonna look at the compass now?
Oh, it's the only artifact I've made at this point in time.
Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna take like, it took me 1 hour to make the compass, and it's gonna take me 2 more hours to do the other 2 rings. So basically, Jorl is like doing his own thing for a while.
Several hours.
And yeah, so as I'm heading up with the compass, I'm like, this would actually have been much better to do with Gabriel instead of Philario, because I didn't want to cause a panic. But based on Omen's actions, I don't think I can stir much more of a panic with Philario moving around. So yeah, it's all right.
That's probably okay.
Yeah. So when I see Omen, I show the compass and I say, all right, this little bad boy here has multiple functions. It should like close the door, the holes in reality we've been punching everywhere, and also it should point to freedom as a larger concept. So since we feel trapped here, as soon as I close the seal, it's gonna point towards wherever the next best thing to escape is. So, all right, and now it's pointing this way. Where am I pointing? You're muted.
Yes, I am. Well, as you are standing right now, you are still. You're still in the church.
Oh no, I'm like I went to Merith's cottage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Yes. So as you go to Merethi's cottage, this is after you've built all the artifacts?
No, just a compass.
Okay. It is currently pointing. It like lazily swings around and then like kind of like centers faintly on where the portal was and where you hit the world with the Ring of Burning Reality.
Okay. And when I close the hole in reality, is it still pointing in the same direction?
No. As
Okay.
you close the hole in reality, it starts to and like spin a little faster, and eventually it actually takes a couple minutes for it to like slowly settle down, pointing the exact opposite direction into the woods.
All right.
Why?
Okay. The compass wasn't certain, but it's this way.
By the way, is this so you've only completed the compass right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're moving through. Kellyanne, are you with him?
I assume I got back there right while he was still creating artifacts.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you brought him back the flail, so yeah, you definitely got back.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So what does the flail? What does it do when I touch?
It gives you plus 75 in medicine, and that's all. But
So you should be able to heal yourself.
you can roll for medicine.
Do I still take the -4?
For being untrained, yes. Minus 30.
Yep.
30 plus 75, so plus 40.
Force 45.
Oh, this should be fun.
I got an 80.
Wow.
I think that's barely enough to stabilize you, if I remember the rules correctly.
Medicine gives you enough too. Yep, you're stabilized. You are not bleeding anymore.
Which you
I
already
was already not bleeding.
which you already weren't because I clotted
Clot.
I used the clot power.
That's true.
That's
So you feel a little better, but you aren't actually healed at all. And it was mostly this like unusual. How does the effect sort of transfer? Do you like hear someone telling you what to do, or do you just like suddenly notice all
Yeah.
of the key points in your body that are hurt?
I feel like it's mostly guidance from the voice of Svaliva explaining to you like what you should do, and Svaliva is probably not the best at like communicating things about body parts. So that should explain like why like the role wasn't such a success.
Yeah. I mean, his roll was alright, but oh no, you only got a 40 because of your intelligence. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it does not heal you. Are you just accompanying Jorel then?
I asked Joel if I say should we leave the clock here? Is there anything else we could do with it? Couldn't you try to use its essence or something to make more artifacts?
I think it's just a spell being maintained on it. Based on the design, I think.
As a quick note, Omen, you're back?
Yeah.
Okay. Jorel went back to the Merethi's cottage. I assume he would have met you halfway, and you would have told him. Would you have told him about the slimes?
Yeah, I would have brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jorel,
Okay.
you were aware of slimes. You were not going to be taken surprised.
Okay. Yeah. And Filariel is able to float, so she'd be able to like.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
She just sort of like hovers and is immune to slimes now.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay. After that, yeah. So I guess we're all together, apart from so like Jorel stays in the cottage with Gabriel, and I guess Filariel is coming with y'all, and just showing that the compass of freedom is pointing towards the woods. Follow me.
Well, maybe we should have Omen look at the clock one time before we go.
Why?
Well, I think the clock has some mysteries we still haven't found.
Okay. Clock later. This now.
Okay.
All right. You all
Freedom
begin marching
first.
into the woods, except for Gabriel and Jorel.
Yeah.
Gabriel, Jorel, roll notice checks.
Okay.
And while they're doing that, the group of you march into the woods. The Lariel is with you, so Jorel, you can see all this. You fumbled, Jorel. How did you do that? And you have mastery. You could have fumbled on 3 and not fumbled, but nope, you got to fumble now.
Oh, yay!
There's still I'm really focused on doing my thing, but let's see how Gabriel does.
Now scan. Well, you are also able to scan the woods now with your eye, so you're probably looking at that too, and you're realizing that things are actually changing quite quickly over there in the woods. So all of you are attentive to this. You are going towards the pointer of the compass. You actually see the path the slime has taken through the woods. It is like corroding trees from the bottom. You'll find like the upper halves. Sorry, someone was yelling outside my apartment. Not you, Jerry. Okay, yes, you find this trail that the slime has made through the woods. It seems to be like trees melting into it as it rolls underneath them. You find the upper halves sort of scattered throughout its trail. But ahead of it, not too far, you come across this weird grove. And it doesn't necessarily seem that it's naturally formed. The trees on the outer edge of the grove are like slowly being entangled by these thorny black, like almost violet colored vines. And they seem to be being pushed away from the center of the grove where what looks like a very small tree has grown. It's about Omen's height. It does have several like slender branches and little shining violet petals are beginning to appear along its branches and a couple along its stem. It seems to have like roots that are extending though through the ground, much larger than its presence above the ground, that are corroding away the bases of these trees and like just shoving them out of the way.
Oh,
the earth here is like smushy and gross.
What could this be?
Yeah.
I wonder what's happening here.
This grove is progressing faster than I expected.
It is growing. It has, for this poor plant,
It ages 100 times faster than it should.
Yep.
And it was already a magical plant.
it was already made.
Um,
It has already
It's a-
been 8 days for this plant.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, actually, probably like 12 days by now.
I tell him, well, I could ask my friends for help. I did them a solid while we were here.
What do you
Some of us.
mean?
Well,
What?
my friend, is as you know, someone of high importance in the wake. He could maybe whisk us away there and lead us somewhere.
Didn't you see how, like, horrifying the wake is here?
Well, I mean, we are, running thin on options. Though, if I do this, I won't want any questions or any more disturbances of you questioning my method.
There's gonna be questions. Filariel is gonna go around the grove and make sure the compass is pointing at the plant instead of beyond the plant.
Actually, if you enter the grove, the pointer starts to sort of get really lazy and sort of just swing slowly around in a circle. No matter where you go around the plant, it doesn't seem to focus on anything as long as you're in the grove.
Okay, but it does focus on the grove itself when I'm outside of it.
Yeah, if you step outside, it's like slowly slides back towards the grove.
Okay. So. Okay. Killian, why are you offering your help now that we're here? What does this have to do with your friends?
Well, they love horticulture as well. That's what we have in common.
did you do this?
I don't. I'm not a plant.
Did
I
you?
can't just.
I'm not a plant.
Question was whether or not you did it.
Yeah.
No.
Gabriel is not here. Gabriel being the person who's got the spell to detect lies.
Jorel,
Yeah.
take a surprised defense.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, well.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, it's iterate. So I've got a. Okay. So I'm surprised, and it's through
Iterate.
my eyes. So that's yeah. So that's gonna be minus. Okay. It's gonna be 160. It's gonna be minus
Well,
150.
technically, you have extraterrestrial vision, so you're not blinded. You just take the negative 90 for being surprised.
Okay.
I thought
And
you got
also-
like half of some, like half your projection on some.
Yep.
Uh,
and I get the plus 60 for defensive meta magic, which means I'm only at minus 50 in total. So
Yeah.
187.
Itered, somehow, despite your incredible perception being focused ahead of you, and utterly ignoring the fact that something semi-solid appeared through the portal behind you, is paying attention through your senses. Because you hear this sudden shh, this hissing sound behind you as this a near invisible blob launches itself against your shield and like rolls down it. Your shield takes 120 points of damage.
Okay.
And you can now see there's like this little blob like still like twitching as it like tries to slap another pseudopod against your leg. Shh, nothing happens.
Oh, that's the thing that's been like oozing out of the portal, right?
Another thing has oozed out of the portal behind you and attempted to jump at you, but you successfully defended.
Okay. That
My bad.
That is probably something created by Meredith. Now that I think about it. Okay, cool. Jorel is going to keep working on the artifacts as Gabriel teleports both of them and the equipment elsewhere.
You just instantly teleport without saying anything.
What?
You're gonna instantly teleport without saying anything.
Oh, I wasn't here. Like, Jorel was being attacked. Sam, you're muted.
Jorel and Gabriel were back at the cottage while you guys move forward.
Yeah.
Teleport them there, but he's talking to you through Thelariel.
Yeah. All right. Flariel's gonna say we might want to hurry. The ooze is just try to murder Jorel, and it's gonna. I think it's gonna go after other people.
I'll say another 3 hours are passing at this point.
The 3 hours are done at this point.
Yes, 3 hours total of stuff has happened.
Cool. Okay, I'm done with the artifacts. I rejoin the group.
Well, 3 hours have passed since you have been. Did I say 1 and then 2? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. So you're gonna go out there. You're gonna teleport away while they're having this conversation, and then after you can teleport back.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I reappear with the rest of the group. I hand the last 2 rings to Filariel, and we are ready. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, how exactly would your friends be? Okay. Killian.
I told you we traveled through the way.
Here's the thing, like, there's a lot of unknowns in what you're proposing that make this feel less safe than staying here.
Okay, if you guys want to stay here.
Yeah. Okay. Does this place have anything to do with your friends? Because we're trying to figure out how this place is pointing us towards freedom.
Well, this is a beacon for my friends to reach this place, and my friends can traverse the wake. So, in a sense, it will lead us to freedom. You won't be trapped here anymore.
Yeah, will we be trapped somewhere else?
Like I said, I've made good on my promises to my friend. If I ask nicely, some of us would be able to go.
Oh, that's...
Can't be for sure if all of us.
That's
I will-
great.
Well, I know. If only we had, sweetened the pot with the girl early.
Oh, yeah, that's...
I could ask, but I can't be certain.
I look down at the compass. I look back up. Omen, what do you... What do we do?
Oh, do you want to stay here?
No, and we're kind of running out of, like, we are like minutes away from the clock being done, so
And
if Killian says...
I mean,
Hmm?
the clock.
Sorry, what?
On the other, it's just a clock, so we don't really know anything's
Yeah.
actually going to happen.
Yeah, but also the compass is pointing at this way specifically, which means it's our most likely way out. And Killian says that involves going through the wake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say go for it. Been there before, right?
Okay.
Nothing bad's going to happen.
All right.
I kind of walk up to the little plant and start doing the ritual.
All right. Unfortunately, looking around,
What does the ritual look like? Okay.
essentially, it looks fairly simplistic. You scatter some leaves of this specific plant upon the ground. Me, grab that plant. I gotta get this right because it's important to people.
Oh, he gave you. They gave you some.
Well, man, it was a while ago. And it's no longer saved in my chat. Oh well, it's all right. There is none of that plant here, anyways. So essentially, all it really is burning some of the natural materials.
Well,
on
I'm
the
gonna
ground.
take one of the leaves from the budding to make it easier.
Well, this isn't the plant that actually allows you to do that. It's very specifically a plant which he has no control over that allows you to summon him easier.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, well, you could roll history to figure out why. But yeah, there's a specific plant he likes that he cannot touch that allows you to. But that's okay. It will take, however, I believe an hour to do this ritual too, without it.
Okay. So Killian said most of us would be able to survive this. This is...
That was a guess. He's not sure.
Okay.
He assumes the guy's kind of mad at you guys.
Okay. Does that mean if there's less of us passing through, that there'd be more of a chance of us getting through?
I can't really say. His motives are so foreign and alien.
Well, I'm taking another way out. Yeah, I'm gonna go for something else personally. So you do you, but I'm. Oof.
What does Omen decide?
Omen said, "Let's go for it." So.
Okay, so Omen's still interested in trying. Are you gonna start doing your ritual, Killian?
Yeah.
It's close to the 5th of November, so my dog keeps getting scared of fireworks, so that's why I'm in and out.
Aw.
What's the 5th of November?
It's a bonfire night, Guy Fawkes.
Oh, today
It's a
that's Guy
thing.
Fawkes Day? Interesting.
Oh, it's tomorrow, but people always do it like at any point during the week, I guess, just because they don't want to do it on the day for some reason. They're assholes. Sorry, I've interrupted.
Yeah,
That's alright.
it's all right. Can I borrow a little bit of magic from one of you, please?
I've a good couple hundred.
All right. So can you put some in this rod, and then I'm gonna
What you need?
just give me 1 second to check it out. I'll tell you like how many rods full I need in just a second. I need 1 rods full. So that's gonna be like 100 points of Xeon.
Just 100. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Cool. So I'm at 219. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So yeah, while Killian is doing this, I'm gonna turn to Omen. I'm gonna say, okay, might not be the best idea, but I've got my own way out of here, thanks to the charity reversed. It's an invocation. The pact that must be sealed is that it takes you from one place and brings you into another place. And if you return to your original position, if you manage to return to your original position, you can get the pact. But basically, I can use this to get out of one situation. I'm thinking of doing this and then regrouping with you because the compass is going to point to Killian's cape, so I can find Killian again. When I put it on the frequency of the splinter tracer.
Hang on a second. We all want to get out of here, right? Not just you.
Yes.
I'm not saying I don't trust you to come back. I'm saying I don't know if you'd be able to.
Oh, coming back here is just coming back here for the purposes of the charity reversed isn't like that important to me, but according to what I really don't trust Killian's friends, and maybe if I'm on the outside I might be able to help out the situation a little bit better for whatever situation you're gonna be into with, Killian's friends. It all seems very dodgy with how he's not telling us anything about what is up. So
I think he's just like that. But as crazy as it sounds, I trust Killian and his friends more than I'm Havelthorne.
yeah.
I produce results, sirs. I'm not there, but in
No,
spirit.
shut up.
That's what Killian said.
Yeah. Listen. The chariot will hopefully get me out of this dimension. After that, I can use Gabriel's teleportation to head very quickly to wherever you are, thanks to my ability to thanks to the Splinter Tracer, and maybe help out the situation. That's, I think, the best, thing we can hope for right now. So I'm gonna do this now, so that if it actually just takes me somewhere else in this pocket dimension, by the time Killian's done with whatever he's doing, I'll be back here.
Okay, well, 3 questions.
Yes.
No idea if this thing's going to spit you out.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea.
Do you have any?
No, it could be anywhere in the worlds.
Ooh, could it be the mana, that place where magic? That'd be cool.
It's wherever. Okay. If the invoker. Oh wait. Oh. I hadn't realized this, but the pact is if the invoker accepts the pact, the chariot reversed transports the invoker and all who accompany him to a random place thousands of miles from his present location.
Oh, why didn't you just do that? That's a lot safer than this.
Yeah. I just reread this and did. Okay, cool. Yeah, do we want to gather all of the townspeople and just leave?
All of them?
I think we should. Oh,
I mean, we
Probably shouldn't leave them all here, I guess.
Yeah, not with the, like, killer ooze going around.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Okay. Damn it, I wish Karma was in... could like, communicate with everybody. Do we have any way to like, gather people in one place, like, to make them all come to one place quickly?
I know how to make them all run away from one place real quickly. Did that earlier.
How about the opposite of that? Okay. Yeah.
We could, like, make a beacon or something.
Sure.
Fire a bunch of fire into the air.
I'm not certain that would work. Killian, do you have any communication spells?
Oh, I thought you guys were away from me, so I was
Okay. Killian, do you have any communication spells?
I can't cast any spells right now. I'm a little busy, and I can't muster up that energy.
Yep. Florial and Gabriel are going to go around and try to gather everybody back into the town square. One of them is going to be like hovering, and the other one is going to be teleporting around. And we're just going to try to get as many people as possible, and we'll just gather at the town square.
Alright.
Omen, you want to be the one to tell Killian that we're not doing his plan?
No, but someone has to. Alright, where is he?
Wow.
Right over there.
Killian.
I'm a little busy right now.
The plan sucks, we're not doing it. Come over here so we can teleport.
So why hasn't he said anything?
I don't know.
Why hasn't who said anything.
It means you.
Or yeah.
Oh, yeah. I only got the idea for a better idea just now.
You only got the idea for a better idea just now.
Can you just do it right now? If not, I'll keep doing this as.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good backup idea, I guess. Yeah, let's
Time
just go
is of the essence, so
yeah,
can you
let's
get on?
we're heading to the town square.
Why do you need to be in the town? You can just do it here, can't you?
All right, we'll get everybody here.
Wait, what? What? Why do you need everybody?
We're getting everybody out of here.
Or at least the ones who aren't axe murderers.
I mean, like,
How do we know which ones aren't and which ones are?
we're getting everyone out, and then we'll sort out who the axe murderers are.
That seems kind of foolish.
Yeah, but Karma's unconscious right now, so we don't have much of a way of like scanning people. But we also don't want to let.
Or we could just go us and be.
No, that's a bad idea. We're not leaving just people here to die. There's a killer transparent ooze going around trying to murder everybody.
By the way, did you seal that door, your portal that you made?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, just quick. I don't think I described it. You do, and you see like all the little white cylinder lines. It's gone.
Okay, perfect. All right, gathering. I'm gonna start basically like trying to gather people here as much as possible. Philario is going to like change her form into being like as huge vocal cords as possible to try to like attract attention. Meanwhile, Gabriel is like teleporting around, probably in the air, to basically get like a good view of the entire place and like try to spot as many people as possible, and also rely on Joral's perception to
find anyone who's hanging out.
Exactly.
All right. You're doing that. That's pretty good. Make your persuasion checks. Or both if you'd like.
Right. Persuasion. Here we go. Come here. We've got a way out. And this is the moment where the game master decides to take us on a totally different setting than the one we've been in since the beginning of the campaign.
I want new continent, or even Shavat would be.
Well, I'm actually gonna do a little randomizer.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we're gonna see where you go.
All right. Cool.
Is there any way I could make the ritual go faster?
Not without that plant. And like I think I mentioned this before, looking around.
There's none. Yeah, you told me. Yeah.
Not only is there none, but none of these plants are real. They all seem like unusually altered versions, or like just slightly off versions of regular plants.
Yeah. Okay. And once I get oh yeah, Joral just starts preparing the teleportation circle. The summoning circle, and starts chanting to call upon the chariot reversed. Oh, the difficulty is actually pretty easy. Okay, well, I've never called it before, so I don't know how easy it is. So I'm just gonna like wait until everybody's here, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, everybody, focus on accompanying me. And then I'm gonna yell, I call upon you, chariot reversed. The usual appearance is it chooses to appear as a breach in reality itself. At times it appears as an enormous mouth of the void which swallows the invoker or the person indicated and makes him immediately disappear. So
You summon Anima?
Anima. No. All right. Oh, this is the regular chariot I'm looking at. Just making sure I know what I'm talking about. All right. What is your roll? Did you make it? I'm sure you did.
Yeah. No, I didn't. Not yet.
Okay.
But
But with that
difficulty is 180, and if I had a few minutes... oh, look, I passed.
All right. All right. So your persuasion rolls, you call on everybody. Everybody seems sort of scared of you. You also gather Null, I presume, and Null, getting the idea, is actually trying to like cow people. Says, "Get over here! Your lords and master Omen is taking us to a safer place, where there's even more chaos and destruction. But not for you if you obey us." He's like losing things to say slowly. But he'll help you out. And you do get a number of people coming together. You think that, like, between the cowing that Omen did, you easily, within the short period of time that you were channeling the cult, get, like, at least 100 people gathering around. Like, some of them are in the back, some of them are, like, in the front, some of them are, like, standing, like, in marching lines behind Null.
How many people are originally in the town?
Like
about
800, so
like
we've only got like 12%.
Okay. That's fine.
You gotta get a significant number.
Not. Oh well.
But it would have
That's
taken
good for
just
Killian.
taken longer to get more people.
Alright.
Like you totally could have with some of the rolls you guys made. It just took. Anyways,
Yeah.
and you see the old woman, like walking around, going, "It's time for church, everyone! Come up to the church, or head into your buildings, head into your homes for prayer time." And as you are completing the ritual, the already sort of turbulent air crackles around you as above you in the sky. You see this thin black line appear and then spread open into a massive maw of swirling darkness. You can see faintly as you look up into the sky, it seems like what must be countless miles away, a tiny sliver of light as it descends on you. And people are going, "Oh, no, it's going to eat us!" And some people like get up and start to run, and Null has to like house some of them to stay there. But very quickly,
We're getting out of here.
It descends on you.
Just before that, I teleported the old church lady over to where we are. That's what my projection and potential role were. She can try to resist if
Did
she's
you teleport the clock?
No.
By the way, the plant that you need is I'm probably gonna butcher this pronunciation. It's amaryllis.
Okay.
Very common plant.
290. Yeah, it's a physical resistance check 160 to avoid being teleported. Okay. And I assume she weighs less than a ton.
She does, and she doesn't have enough nature to open roll and enough presence to resist. So she's with
cool. I thought she gets 100, she automatically.
Yeah, but
that's an open roll.
Yeah,
only certain people can do that.
Yeah, like you need to have like more than 10 gnosis. 10 or more.
No, I thought like she doesn't need you can't open roll resistance checks. Like if you get 100,
you can roll 100 and pass.
That is true. I always counted that as being an open roll. So generally, unless your enemy is like a boss, if you give them resistance that they can't beat without getting 100, I don't even roll it for them. That's just if they're regular folk. So she's with you as the maw comes down and swallows up you and all 100 people with you. And now we're gonna go over here. If you want to be.
Yeah, I'll go with them once they say.
Okay.
You in the ocean?
No. Zoom all the way out. This game's going to be on a pretty big scale.
Okay, cool.
No, red, please.
All right.
Red.
Come on, new continent.
Oh, it's the 60 miles thing?
No. Possibly thousands of miles.
Okay.
This is just like, we're going to roll. 1d8.
Okay.
Going this way. That'll be the direction you go from where you were.
Alright, cool.
I'm sure there are better ways to do this that people have made, but I'm just making. So 6, you're gonna roll this way. You're going down. No way to go to the new continent. Sorry.
Oh my god, we could go directly to Tall Roko.
Oh no.
So, you're technically over here, so you're gonna shoot right past El Rocco.
Alright.
But now let's roll. But thankfully, the good thing is you're probably not going to be in the middle of the ocean because you got a considerable amount of land.
Yeah, that's good.
Roll 1d17. Roll 1d. 6. So past this point. Wow.
That's as close as we could get to it.
In the middle. Yes, as close to Talroko as you can get. Smack dab in the middle of the inner sea. You guys feel the ground sort of like fading from under you. It almost seems like you're falling through sludge, then powder, then mist. And all you hear are splashes of water, and you feel the cold embrace of the middle of the inner sea rush up to take you. All of you need to make swim checks.
Haha!
I don't have.
No swim.
I Jorul put points in swim this entire time because I knew someday it would come up. So I'm good because I open roll.
Yes, you did. Now I'm gonna make a mass swim check for these guys, and they're gonna have a little bit because they are from the one hole, mostly a sea trading place. Okay.
No, I've swim.
You swim a little bit. Oh, hey, and Killian also open rolled 30 higher. Okay. So easy. What's your movement value? Yours is pretty high, isn't it?
-9.
Yep.
Like I move 90 feet maximum. I've got an agility of 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you are in the smack middle of the inner sea. That couldn't have been any better. There are no islands anywhere in sight.
Okay. Well, how many? We have a ton of people, right?
Yes, and you don't even know where you are. All you know, you're in water.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Gabriel is going to teleport up to try to, spot the closest piece of land, and.
How high do you total?
Which piece of land's the closest?
Yeah.
Technically, let's see here. Toroko is 1,000. By Celine is only.
So we're just going to be near Celine, which is marginally better.
Yes, Celine. Perfect. We're going to Assassin Island. Yay!
Yeah. Get assassins. This is excellent.
It
surprised me how close those two are. Like, it doesn't seem like a good combination.
Question: what level would a whale be in terms of?
I'd say level 4.
Actually, okay, then I think my Shelly can turn into a whale.
Okay. So, did you turn your Sheely into a whale?
Yeah, I'm gonna write. I turned my Shelly into a whale and start writing it.
Okay, so splash, 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 splash. Jorl, you quickly swim up to the top. Omen, you are struggling. I have to make rolls for your companions as well. Does no? I give everyone swim. Okay, good. I did.
They were all native Dwan-Dolphus.
Yep, all native Dwan-Holfers. Karma is unconscious, but Ganola's carrying him. So.
448.
Yeah, and I believe that Gale has a little bit more. Yeah.
So
just a little bit.
Yeah.
They are both Null, because he is so slow, is like just treading water. Where were we?
So Mammoth is level 4, and a Tyrannosaurus Rex is a level 6. So
those can swim.
Yeah. I'm just giving like big things level, like
okay.
the levels.
Let me let me read the ability. It says a Quinn can become any type of animal or plant at will, adapting their characteristics, skills, and ability. This ability only allows it to take the form of beings at most one level more than it, so it could go up to level 9. And it can only.
Oh, that should be fine then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely good on being a whale.
Yeah. Definitely fine on being a whale. A whale, as your whale rises up, you riding it, several of the people, many of which you are fairly good swimmers because they live in New or like paddling, trying to like get on the whale, but the whale's hide is very slippery. Are you going to help any of them up onto the whale with you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I can because I can only see through the whale, so I don't know how to help them.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see people around the whale, like trying to get on, but yeah, it's hard for you to help them. Yeah, you're just gonna.
Yeah, I can't help people.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're just happy, smiling on the whale. You're safe.
I'm good. Like, Droll is going to use his open role to like help as many people as possible on top, and I teleport 6 miles. 6 miles up to try to like spot the nearest piece of land.
How high did you go?
6 miles.
6 miles. Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm doing a horizon calculator.
I don't know these people. Who said they could be on my way?
Okay. Also, I'm just gonna like draw where we are. Like, are we here?
Let me go back and look at this. Okay. No. You are, let me drag this over. You're right. But at the base of the S.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I do believe...
Technically, we don't know where we're at, so we don't know we're up and
Yeah, you just know you're in the water.
Yeah.
So I could have actually just said, oh, you just teleport into the water. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't have told us nothing.
No, it would have been funny.
Okay. 800 kilometers away is the closest land.
The distance to the horizon from 6 miles in the air is about 200 miles, a little over.
Ooh.
So even from 6 miles, you see what?
Wow. Wait, from 6 miles up in the air?
Yes, the closest horizon you can see is about like 212 miles away.
Huh.
So yeah, about 300 miles off.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Well, I guess I'm teleporting higher.
Teleport even higher. Hold on a minute.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna calculate the stratosphere and stuff like this.
Just really quick. Okay, yeah.
Come on, physics.
Try again, another teleport.
Yeah, I'm trying. 281. I can do another 6 miles ish.
Okay, do another 6 miles. I'd like you to make a physical resistance.
Yeah, I could see that one coming.
Wow, the horizon. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, 182.
You would have to. 182. You're fine. It is extraordinarily cold and hard to breathe up here, but you are okay because you are incredibly durable. Hold on a minute.
Man, that natural form is really coming in close.
Yeah, the natural form is awesome.
Yeah, it's.
Oh shit! I could also just turn. Oh, I guess it'd be wet still. Like I could turn into something that could fly.
You could, but that would be harder to carry you with.
We did teleport directly into the water though, so.
You need to be 75 miles in the air to be able to see past the horizon enough to see land from here.
Wow.
According to this horizon calculator.
That's weird, but wait, like that's clearly outer space.
No.
Wait, how
Is
high?
it?
Like, hold on, 17 miles in the air?
70.
Yeah, 75. The atmosphere is pretty thin over us, I believe. Let me look at this. The ozone layer is 40 kilometers. The mesosphere is 85 kilometers high. Outer space is actually 300
Oh.
to 600 kilometers in the air. So no,
Okay,
you're not quite in outer space then.
alright.
There's a lot of space between us and outer space.
The Kármán line at 62 miles above sea level is apparently worth.
Okay, I teleport. I'm gonna teleport back down, and I'm gonna be like, okay, we are in the middle of the ocean, and there's nothing for a lot of miles around here.
There's crickets and wolves.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, that was the forests.
No, that's
that
fine.
was
It's
before we teleported. Hold on, do I have a?
I could have changed that. I just thought it was fun. It was like,
I'll have to get, yeah. So, and I assume that with
From what we can tell, it's not icy water, right?
no, it's actually remarkably temperate water. Like the water's.
you're muted. You're sorry.
Tickles. I muted?
Oh yeah, sorry. For a second, wait, I couldn't hear you anymore.
Sorry. I was just saying that, yes, you can tell that it is at least not Arctic waters. The air is temperate. The water is still very cold to you, but it's not as deathly cold as it would be if you were incredibly far north or south. Actually, if you go south, it only gets hotter in Gaia.
Okay. Yeah. I could try to teleport us. It's gonna take a while, especially if one of us is a whale.
Oh, excuse me from saving the drowning people.
I will excuse you for that, because I appreciate you taking the time to.
And next time, don't allow them on my will. I don't.
100 people can crowd around the whale. However, there's some kicking and struggling, and
How many people
100
died?
people cannot get on top of the whale. Make a notice check.
Well, someone else has to do it. The whale can't see how many
Well,
people
the whale
are
can see underwater, but yeah, I guess there's so many people crowding around its face, it's very hard for it to see.
Okay. Yeah. How much do? Okay, I'm gonna try to estimate how much all of the humans here weigh.
All right. A considerable amount. What is your? Make me a science or intellect roll, real quick.
I'm gonna make an intellect roll.
All
16.
right. Oh boy. The weight of the people here.
I might have to teleport a few people without their clothes, because soggy clothes weigh more.
we could not.
The entire weight of everyone, all of the minimum will probably be around 8 tons.
8 tons.
100 people.
All right.
And how much does the? Well, I mean, I could put the well away briefly.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
The whale's gonna weigh. Well, no, you're not a killer whale. You're probably a blue because they're the biggest.
320.
You aren't teleporting a blue. It's like if it was on the small side, and you're fully welcome to make it larger than an average one. It's 110,000 pounds.
Well, maybe it's a small well and not everyone can fit on it.
Well, it's up to you if you want to make it a small whale.
Let's do roll 1. Let's do a size roll 1 to 10.
Okay,
Alright.
1 to 10.
I'm basically gonna pick a direction, and
Big
You guys got
whale.
so lucky.
This is a huge whale too, and most of you probably haven't seen a whale, so you're like, "Oh, this must just be what regular whales are like." It's huge.
okay. I'm gonna pick a direction based on the D12 and the quadrants of what's it called? The clock. So 7.
7 o'clock. Boop.
And I'm just gonna every minute try to teleport all of try to teleport all of us a little bit of the distance. The entire time Troll is like, all right, we're out of the dimension.
We promise.
And now we're just going to go into that direction until we reach land. So every minute the whale is this direction.
Which direction?
This direction. Oh, we're heading like towards.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think I'm from Kyrgyzstan, right? So we should go. That's where I'm from.
Yeah, we have no notion of where we're heading. Maybe with the sun right now we could estimate, but we're just gonna every minute the whale is gonna disappear, and we're gonna move, and we're going to try to move, and every minute, and then the whale's gonna reappear. All right, everybody, get ready to get soggy quite a few times.
I'm fine, but a lot of people are gonna die from that.
Did you want to make that notice check, anyone?
Oh, sure. I didn't hear you say notice, but
It was a while ago. It got caught up in a lot of stuff.
it's 240. Woo! Up and roll.
With your incredible senses, you can tell that there are several people who either got kicked, elbowed, something, and are unconscious.
Oh my god.
Just like 5 or 6 people.
Uh,
It's 100 people trying to crowd onto a massive whale.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get started on trying to teleport everyone.
Alright.
And like
Make your
try
turn.
like so Gabriel is trying to make this as fast as possible, and I'm counting on whatever the other players are doing to try to just.
I was gonna say, I don't know if teleporting. Oh, actually, no, the well will be gone. I was gonna say, if we teleport the well, people are gonna look at us.
Yeah. Okay, so I have 9 points left.
Somehow, my clothes never get wet. They always look nice.
Alright, so 1 minute is plus 40, and I need to reach 320. Woo! Open rolling. Alright, cool. That I might actually not need to teleport us multiple times. I might just be able to.
If we hit Zen.
If we
No.
Wow.
Okay, so 10 tons, 600 miles. So
Okay.
Okay.
How do you do the third?
Let me do the mouse, I think.
5 miles is 8 kilometers, so
Oh,
6
yeah.
miles should be 9.6 kilometers.
9.
Yeah, so 600. You're right. 965 kilometers.
900 and okay. Here we are.
Well, that's closer.
And now we should be able to see land if he teleports up, right?
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, actually, only if he teleports like stinking 30 miles in the air.
Also, I just want to say, because I'm not a dumbass, and I know how my powers work, that I'm teleporting everyone above sea level, and we're all gonna drop into the water instead
Very
of
good, yes.
teleporting us all into unconsciousness. Yeah. So actually,
You would be unconscious if we just teleported in water.
with this kind of teleportation, yes.
I thought it was only solids. What?
It's the rules are unclear. Okay.
Everything in Anima is like.
Yeah, it's the game. Okay, and then I'm gonna try again with another 40. With another minute.
Oh, this means you lost your dryad person, the tree.
Oh, dry.
No, they're planted back in Dwanholt.
Yeah,
right?
they're still planted in Anatari.
Yeah, but like they're not with us anymore.
No, but you can still communicate.
Yeah, they haven't. She hasn't been with us for a while. Okay, so I teleport in the air. I spot land, and yeah, gonna try.
You want to make a history check? Because I also have something to describe that you
Oh,
spot.
sure. Yes, please. History. I put points in history because as a summoner, it's good to be able. Open rolling the
Oh,
history.
yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah. All right, 228.
All right. Teleporting high enough, you can sort of see the shape of the island beneath you, and your knowledge of this area is surprisingly acute. But it's not just the vague shape of the island that really helps you know, because there's a lot of islands. This is a very large stretch of land, though. From outer space, you can... Well, not from outer space. From outer space. From where you are high in the sphere, you can see faintly like rocky red land. Whatever place this is seems to be highly active volcanically. It doesn't in an unfriendly zone to travel into. And the only place that you know of in history that is quite so volcanically active, so dangerously to look at from here, and quite such a large scale is Zanzibar. And a cult check now.
Yes. Yes. I remember the name. I remember vaguely the name. I don't remember the description at all. Is it the place that used to be a diva paradise, and then after activated his machine and broke the supernatural, it just turned into a hellscape?
Yes.
Can I see the church with the 4 dragons from where I am?
Only if you make a really high perception check.
Hey.
Really high.
Hey. I've been making some very good checks.
You have
recently.
been making some really good rolls, yeah.
But not being able to see.
Yeah. But it's with Gabriel, who has a 5.
She's not literally blind.
But she has 5 in the notice skill, so no, I'm not spotting that in the church.
No, you don't see the church from here.
Okay, Droll is Droll back on the wheel that just reappeared is saying, "All right, everyone, good news. We are close to land. I've spotted land. Bad news. It's the island of Zanzibar."
Yay!
What does that mean?
It's volcanic island, but it's not active right now.
It is active right now.
Good. The island is full of dragons. That's bad.
Wait, there's
The cops are free focus.
No,
That's good.
You guys can make occult checks if you want to know about dragons, but Jorl definitely knows that there's a church there, and it has not 4, if I am looking at this right, but yeah, 5 dragons, not 4.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's a mysterious church in the middle of the island with dragons guarding it for no reason.
No reason.
God,
no reason.
our occult rolls were so we rolled like under 20.
Yep. You've heard about like Zanimar just because it's like a big stinking volcanic island full of mystery. You don't really know much in the way of occult about it, other than it may have been like that. There are rumors of its magical activity. No one knows really what's going on there, but it doesn't really seem natural. So there have been some occult studies taking place on the island, and it never goes well.
2 points away. God damn it. It's gonna take me a little bit. A few minutes to like get us all.
At this point, wouldn't it be safer to just ride the whale now that we know land is close? Because people, I assume, are dying from not getting back on the whale.
We're still hundreds of miles away.
Well, that is also true. But every time you teleport up in the whale, you are teleporting them a decent amount above the water. So whenever they come smashing down, some people do take damage.
Yeah, but I haven't actually teleported anyone since the first jumped because I couldn't be carrying everybody at once. So I just like tried to summon the energies and failed to like get a portal large enough and just abort. Okay. But it does mean that the whale has to disappear and reappear every time that I'm trying this.
You're technically teleporting everyone, and Null is sadly struggling to swim. Gale will try to help out people who she can to like make sure like she's going over to people who are floating in the water and turning them upright. And that's about as much as she can do to anyone who's unconscious. So far, there's only like a very small number of people. It's just that no one else seems interested in helping.
I think about what we're doing to those people, and if somebody just burst into my life and burnt the book that hid half of my memories from me, and then took me away from my hometown and where we're taking them, I would not be happy with them at all.
Don't say.
Hey, you mean we should have left them like I...
Yes! Alright, cool. I'm gonna overshoot a little bit. Because Zanzibar is dangerous. So 320s, another 600 miles.
So 900.
Well,
you still can make it. You can make it over Zanzibar.
Yeah. What about the island that's in front of Zanzibar? That seems to be
The island
more...
that is in front of Zanzibar is less volcanically active. It is still a part of Zanzibar and still known to be dangerous, but there's not magma running under every foot there. It's a little bit more peaceful. It's also the place where Toro Oko generally sets up their watches and their base for researching what's going on in Zanzibar and trying to seal whatever.
Cool.
Oh, that sounds horrible as well.
Hey, Talroko aren't evil. They just, steal any piece of evidence that you have of magic and artifacts, but they don't kill you like the Inquisition does.
I thought
we are evidence of artifacts and magic.
I thought they send you to the no magic island.
No, they don't have any authority on mages.
Have any authority on mages with the Mages Order?
All I know is that they're not supposed to like do anything to mages, but they have authority over whatever tomes of magic we have or artifacts. Anyways, I'm teleporting us to Tolro.
Don't we have the Necronomicon? Like, would we really want to do this?
It's in a pocket dimension. They don't
It's very hard for them to find that.
They don't need to know. But yeah, I'm getting us like on land, trying to aim high enough, but I can't see the island very well from where I am, so I might teleport. I might make us all unconscious. But yeah.
One more. I think I've made you guys roll this a lot. One more, just straight intelligence check.
Intelligence check. All right, you got it.
Or Gabriel. Yeah.
Not everyone?
No, because Joral's the one moving you guys.
All right. 13.
That's not so good.
And Gabriel has less intelligence, so I'm taking the 13.
Yeah. All right. You move us
Tell us
there.
we're close. Do you tell us we're close, or you just teleport us and not say?
Oh, like before every attempt to teleport, I'm like, all right, I need the whale to disappear now, and so like, yeah.
Yeah, but do you tell us how close we are? Or we're making.
I could see it from 6 miles up. Is what I tell you.
Okay.
Like
So-
I don't have exact measurements like we the players do.
So you vanish from the seas, and when you reappear, let's go by person. Unfortunately for you, Killian, you are immediately unconscious as you hit the ground. You were the lowest one teleported into a tall stalagmite or like a tall stone upon the shore, immediately unconscious. Several others seem to pop up unconscious on the shore. A very small number of people remain conscious, standing. I want everybody to just roll a D100 for themselves.
For luck.
For luck. However,
I'm already 100% unconscious, so I'm not right.
All right. So the first one's gonna be for Jorel, and the second one for Gabriel. Woo! 100% luck for Jorel, and 64 for Gabriel.
okay.
Percent chance of being in a rock.
Null, and by extension, Karma was already unconscious. Null and Karma are unconscious on the deck or on the shore. Gale is fine. Chef is also an automatic success.
Yeah.
And I don't think we have any more people. Most of the party remains conscious. You arrive slightly above the coast. There just happened to be a rocky cliff here. It was a decently good measurement for anyone in the world, but you were trying to measure a height that was miles away that you could not see from a position that was technically so far away that you had to consider the bend of the earth. However, you guys are all fine. You guys are all awake except for Killian. You are on the island of Anima.
Woo! We did it! We're safe. We're on the island of Zenibar. We're safer.
Wait, are we on?
I mean, most of us don't look safe.
Island or
The small island.
Yeah, we're like on a small island near Zenibar. So like we can probably see the smoke from the pillar of smoke coming out of the volcanoes from here.
Yes, especially because the major active one is to your oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. To your east? Yeah, to your east. It's over here.
Okay.
So you can at least see like that far in the distance. There's just like this smoky layer to the horizon that you know is the island proper.
Okay, I'm gonna take a breather after that, and basically, Jorel and Gabriel both like fall onto the beach, and just like just start to like laugh, but it's like it's a very like a nervous. It starts like a nervous laugh, but it's more of a like tension release laugh.
Yes.
And yeah, that's what we're gonna do for a few minutes.
All right. Gail's moving around once again, turning people over, checking pulses and things, and she sort of runs over to him and after a second says, does this sort of thing happen a lot?
Wow.
I'm trying to get her bearings before she notices to say that, and she's like, I want to say no, but weird stuff happens around us.
No's a bit big. Could you help me roll him over real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you guys both flop over Null. Karma is like just a short distance away, but she's already gotten him. Like,
wow, where is she? Why isn't she coming to my rescue?
she already did. You're light enough that she can roll over. Or you may have already been face up. But like she's trying to wake people up slowly. Nella's the people who are awake are already like there's a number of people who are just staring into the sea. And a number of others are like slowly roaming around. The stretch of sand and quartz you have is quite broad. It's actually like a faintly yellow sand. It's kind of nice, even though there are clouds overhead, and like there's a mist offshore to your east. It's very damp out here, but the shore is surprisingly quiet and peaceful.
How many people died?
How many people have died? All right, let's see. Gotta roll. So there are 2 additional teleports. On one of the teleports, a number of people got caught under the whale. That is the unfortunate truth. I already rolled that one up front. It was a slumber. A number of people got caught deep into the water. Then you made the whale so that everybody could catch onto it and catch their breath. Some people got caught underneath it. Unfortunately, there were a small handful of drownings. How long can people stay unconscious though when suffocating? Because you were only out there for 2 minutes.
Oh no, it's been like hold on, it's been a total of 5 minutes, but I think you can like be 9 minutes or something like it's actually like a pretty decent time. How long? Is
Okay, so there are
drown?
several people who Gale has tried to tend to who sputter up water and have been struggling to breathe for some time. There's a small chance that some of them will have permanent brain damage. Not that number.
Yeah.
However, surprisingly then, there are a lot of bruises, a lot of bumped heads. Some people who probably would or may have been in trouble without Gale or without the people who are constantly going about trying to help them. But remarkably, there is only one sad person who died in this expedition, and he's the one who rolled the 2 on his physical resistance a while back. The remainder are all here on the island, either asleep or roaming, and just there's an unusual amount of silence from them too. Originally they were yelling or screaming or worried whenever the teleportations happened. Eventually, now that they're just here, they're just quiet and trying to comprehend where their life has gone.
Ooh, well, I count this as a success.
You?
Yes. We're alive.
We're from the same continent.
It's still the old continent. It's still technically the old continent.
Okay, landmass, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the point. We were trying to get away from where we were.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Out of character. You guys just love having conversations while Killian's on the floor.
I mean, if you weren't on the floor so often, it wouldn't happen.
Literally, every time we teleport, I always end up unconscious. It's not my fault.
There's a small reason for that.
Yeah.
That's a lie. It is my fault.
Okay.
Gale, however, is going over. She tries to wake up Null. Tries to wake up Karma again, but Karma's still...
I really hope that that we just didn't just leave Karma's mind like hundreds of thousands of miles away from here. Okay.
Did Omen get her magic back?
Omen, your magic, no.
Oh.
Yeah. You have the fireball wearing what you were using to make fireballs, but you do not have your magic back.
Okay.
Okay.
We can always use the fire back go.
Yeah, you did use the wall of fire. Shoot.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I should have remembered that. It was my fault. But you could use the fireballs in the sky, boom, 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 and then Same effect. Sorry.
Same thing.
Okay. Oh, I do want to remind you, Omen, you still have the Supernatural Devourer, so if you just randomly shoot fireballs with the... and, like, kill animals, you'd be draining their Xeon and regaining your Xeon faster.
Kill the animal.
But,
That's
yeah, just letting you know, you, like, this combination of artifact means you can technically, like, recharge your magic by shooting, by blasting nature. Anyways.
It is actually getting a little bit towards the evening now. This very morning, as I believe you were planning.
how much damage did I do to that goo, by the way?
How much damage did you do?
Yeah.
You did. I think you hit it for 160%. You did 80 points of damage to the goo.
Okay.
So it does. It takes half fire damage, is the thing.
Damage to whom?
The goo.
Oh, the goo. Yeah.
The invisible.
Yeah.
You have Xeon.
If the goo had Xeon, then Omen would have drained its Xeon.
It did not, sadly.
Yeah.
It had 0 powers. Well, actually, if you had, well, no, it would need a class to have Xeon.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a clock. Oh, I guess it's just a living spell or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what it was.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, it's time to reevaluate what everybody wants to do with their lives. We're very far away from where we started, but personally, I'm going back to Dwanhof. I'm going back to this mess and try to fix it, because lots of people are dying and I want to try to prevent that. It's gonna be a while to get back there, but that's what I want to be doing. Everybody else here, you're welcome to this warm, lush, paradisiac island. Grab yourselves a coconut and enjoy the good life. And if you want to return to civilization, I think there's a Tolroko fortress this way.
You know why the hurricane's closer, right?
What?
It's closer, right?
What? Oh, no. Tolroko the island is not the same. It's Tolroko the organization has a fortress here from which they send expeditions into Zanzibar.
Yes. That's it.
Oh, okay. Telling people to swim like days in.
No, I was not telling people to swim. I was just telling them to, like, walk for a little while.
They can't go to Tolroko. Tolroko start asking questions and they'll start.
Yeah, I mean, like, we can teleport. There's no way Tolroko is gonna, like, catch up to us. But yeah. Omen, I'm glad that you rescued Gale. And yeah, what are we doing? Are you coming with me? Russ?
I want to see if Karma wakes up first, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Okay. Did Null wake up?
No? Yes. Gale eventually got to slapped Null hard enough to wake him up. Oh, it's lovely and sand everywhere.
But Karma's still unconscious.
Karma's still unconscious.
Is Killian still unconscious?
Killian, you are eventually shook and awake.
And I am blind.
And you are blind. I mean,
I summoned the whale for a second and it instantly turns
into a what? A bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so bird. And now you
Killian's
may-
awake.
Where's the thing I wanted? Yeah. So psychic fatigue can take days to recover. Da da da. Ba ba ba. Da, 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 da. Okay. The character's fatigue drops to 0 or below on account of psychic fatigue. Lapses into a shock of possible fatal consequences. In this situation, innate powers cease to be maintained, and coma for a number of days equals to the failure. Yeah, he might be in a coma for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna Gabriel is gonna move to Omen, put her hand on his shoulder and says, the danger of using psychic powers and having them cancelled or destroyed like this can be a shock that can last that can put somebody in a sleep of dozens of days, maybe hundreds.
Oh. Can Joel do anything about this?
Joel starts to think and he says, yes. I have two ideas. The first, if we got an artifact, if I was able to convert an artifact, I could make a mirror of dreams to try to observe whatever he's dreaming of and see if his mind still exists. And the other thing I can think of is there's a creature that can be summoned to switch out people's bodies. Switch out their minds between their bodies, and it might make it possible to make one of y'all unconscious in exchange for karma being present in this person's body for a few minutes before, so that we could talk to him. But I don't know anything about waking him up. Yeah.
I'd hope his brain's still intact. What the hell's that gonna mean? Okay, do the second one.
I need 3 ancient coins. That's the payment to make the pact with this creature. 3 coins from lost civilizations. Fortunately, we're right next to an island that was populated by divas before the supernatural disappeared. So we could take a hike, go look for some coins. I still have 12 hours of extremely good perception that I could use to search for coins.
Could you maybe look for a good place to rest?
I mean, look around you. Like, there's plenty of good places to rest here.
Well, the shore is very calm and full of sand. As you go further, you can see like pockets of trees further ahead until it actually becomes a lightly forested area. However, the shore beyond this sand is kind of rockier, a little heavier. There are small patches of like ground where trees can grow, but those seem to be less common than uh, the sturdy rock and volcanic formations on the coast. It is obviously much better than Zanzibar. The activity is far from here. There aren't any active pockets of red hot lava, but it does seem to have been made that way. So right now it is in the stage of like plants and wildlife just bursting through the leftover stone.
It's
brittle rock.
We're basically on Hawaii right now, in terms of like latitude, longitude, and like climate. This is like one of the best places to drop off the people who work with us. Like honestly, it's a like they like yeah. Okay. Yep. Could we? Okay. I could find the coins, but then it's gonna like take me a while to recover enough magic to be able to call Chiron. So I say we rest here for a little bit, and Gabriel and I are gonna go search for coins for a few hours, and we'll be back. And yeah, sound good? All right. Guess I'm heading off. So Gabriel and I are gonna head off, and I'm actually very curious about the legends of that mysterious church on Zanzibar, so I might go and have a peek.
You know about it. It's way over here, though. It's on the other island.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like head off with that and leave everybody leave everybody else there. I'm gonna leave Filario behind. She's just gonna
watch over.
Yeah, hang out.
Everybody. Yep. The group hasn't entirely split off, but after you mentioned that there was a Toroko fort, like a couple of them looked at each other. There are a number of smaller groups who have moved off in that direction. Most of the party is awake now. Most of the people who are here have been woken up. And there are now, ever so often, another pocket will move off down the shore towards where you said there was a fort. There are still a sizable number of people like here, sort of unsure of what to do. Occasionally they'll look fearfully at Omen or Null, sort of waiting to see if they'll get mad if they leave. But otherwise, everyone's just sort of quietly talking amongst each other, waiting to see what their new benefactors, quote unquote, will do. Omen, Killian, what are you guys doing while you're here?
Are we gonna rest, or are we gonna?
We were talking about resting for a few days.
Well, yeah.
I'll start by doing the ritual to talk to what's no. I'll just look for a place to rest.
Okay. You can find yourself the calmest place you can under some spongier, grassy land. The most you can, at least up the shore a little ways. Beneath a growing young tree. There you can like sit and rest and not get sand everywhere.
I will never get sand everywhere.
Yes, cleanliness, I think.
Nope, I have. I
yeah.
guess I have the armor. I guess I could get sand under my clothes, just not.
Yes, on them.
Yeah. And
So-
then while I sleep, I will have my Shelly turned into a what's a scary creature that's on the islands? I don't know, a panther.
Panther. All right. You have a panther creature just sort of sitting with you.
And it's only the second most famous shape-shifting panther in Anima.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what's the first?
Lucanor's pet.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I forget what their name is, but they sent you. They aren't actually considerably that far away anymore. Omen, are you doing anything?
Not immediately. I'm just quite deep in thought at the moment.
Noel kind of senses this and like moves over and sits next to you. He doesn't say anything, and Gale will also sort of sit at your other side and they'll sort of look out at the water. Do we have any food?
There's fish. I mean, I think I've actually been down here.
She looks out the water. I can't see anything.
Nice, yeah.
I mean, it is kind of nice here. It's sort of empty, but it's nice. The skies, though, remind me a little bit of home. It's always kind of cloudy. It would be nice to see a sunny beach for once.
Yeah. It didn't really hit me when we went back through Anatary that, it's gone now.
Yeah.
And it's
I would
very
like. I wonder if who all got out, Like, I mean, I guess we had a lot of. Not a ton of people were super happy with us, but there were some cool folk there, I'm sure.
You guys had a lot more friends than I did.
A little more what?
I think you had a few more friends than I did.
Well, as we were trying to invite you to a party or two. Sorry. All of you had more friends than me. But I guess it doesn't get to me as much. I wish I could have seen it. Though I don't know if I want to go back now. I mean, don't say hello, I should find. I guess whenever you live in, at least as long as I've lived there my whole life, I always feel like you can't get out of Dwanholf without going through like a sea of cutthroats. If there's a fort over there, I wonder how they'll treat us. And if we go somewhere else, I wonder if will we be able to live the same way?
I hear the Ida Hurricane is pretty similar to Dwanholf.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, and there's an island somewhere up to the north called Paradise. It's something called a theme park.
Yes! Let's go to Paradis! Oh my... Wait, where... Wait,
What's a theme park? What's the theme?
I don't know, like ocean, pirates, inner sea stuff, I guess.
Where... Oh, yeah, it's...
But we live in a place surrounded by ocean and pirates. Is it just like a lot of that cramped into one spot?
It's a wonderful place.
What is it called?
It's this one right here. Hold on.
Yeah, draw a line there if you want to.
No, my bad. I was just trying to ping it. Here we go. Shift ping. Yeah. So it's the first amusement park in the world, and it's dope.
I mean, is there food there?
Yeah.
I'm taking it you're hungry.
A little. I mean, that in town, they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, very specific times, and it's only enough to get you by, you know. We're past lunch. Sorry, ignore it. Yes,
Mm.
back where we lived, it was always something to think about, though. Where's our next meal gonna come from?
Yeah.
It's weird. I guess it's kind of weird being hungry again.
Not really something I've had to think much about either. But
Oh.
oh, that reminds me.
Oh, yeah. And like Null goes fumbling for his pocket too. Guess what we got? What are you doing, Elwin?
I was looking for I think I was looking for Noel's like stash of coins before. Remember, I think Genus had that.
Yeah. And he's like, oh man, did I gave you the money, right? That I got, like, cause you're the boss, so you handle all the money, right?
Yeah, I have 400 left. I guess that's your cut.
Well, that's still great. That's enough for all of us. We could live like kings, I suppose. Well, kings and queens, and sorry. All sorts of regality.
I don't know
And
about kings, but
pull it out. Or no, don't pull it out. There's people here. Forget that. We got a lot of money, Kale. It was like enough to go to a theme park.
probably yeah.
I guess I have so much to catch up with. I'll go where you guys go. I'm happy to be here. Even in the middle of nowhere where I have no idea what's going to happen next, it's far better than being in a city, a town where everything happens at the same time every day. And I'm also under the control of an evil wizard.
Yeah. Hey, Killian.
Killian is sleeping like up the shore a little ways.
What are y'all talking about? It's Philario.
Oh, you're still here. Nothing really. Just what we're gonna do now, I guess.
All right. No.
Yes.
Can you come with me for a little bit?
Sure. Kind of looks over to Omen. Where are we going?
Just over there. Along the shore.
Hey guys, what's karma for me?
Sure.
And he goes over down the shore with you.
Okay. So, I worked on creating the Iron Blood armor mode so that I could help out a fighter. Zoya is the only fighter I really respected because I had fought her and she was very strong and worthy of, fighting alongside me. I'm hoping we stick around together because Joel is planning to head back to Grenholf. I was wondering if show me what you've got, and see if we could be a team in the future since Zoya left.
So you did, yeah. Oh, well, if you're looking for a fight, I mean, I'm all for it all the time. I am, however, and he, like, raises a part of his shirt, and there's still, like, marks there from fire and being punched and stabbed and ice attacks, and it's like, I haven't actually had any time to take a nap, so I might be a little off my game, but I'm ready if that's what you want.
Well, I also took some damage because I had to, like, fire those ballista, but yeah, let's do this.
Okay. And he, like, looks back at Owen, and he's like, hey, cheer me on, I suppose. And he gives him, like, a slightly nervous look. Okay.
We don't need to, like, necessarily make the rolls or anything.
Yeah.
But Filariel is not, like, going to go necessarily very easy on him. She is going to use mostly, like, attempt to immobilize attacks, and which did not work out very well with in the fight against Zoya.
Now, Null has a different fighting style. He will, like, immediately go into defensive mode, and he will take, like, small steps back, but he's actually waiting to get a counterattack before he is going to lay a lot of pressure into one big punch. So do you want to just, like, throw a couple attacks back and forth? And just see how it goes?
Sure.
Yeah, so, go ahead and attack.
What is the penalty for mobilization? It's minus 40, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I know, she's really stinking strong. So his defensive roll, he fumbles immediately.
Woo!
And you open roll.
Woo!
Okay.
Wow.
So make your trapping roll at full strength.
Or full strength or plus 3?
You have to get 200 over to get plus 3.
Yeah, well, hold on. I gotta do my my open roll first.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that you need to get a 344. I think you do.
That's 300 and... yeah, it's not enough, I think.
Sadly, not.
Alright.
But alright, so you immediately, like, sweep him up in your net, see if he can drag his way out. He got a good roll on that, at least.
Of course I rolled a 1.
Did you? It hasn't showed up on the screen yet.
And you rolled...
Haha!
Alright.
Oh, my soul! So he immediately moves forward, trips into the net, and then, like, with using his weight, like, rips himself out of it. Throw another one.
Okay. Alright. Control V. Ooh! Counter attack.
Alright, and he gets just a little one, so he's not gonna go full force on this one. Wow, but he's gonna open roll on it. Oh, he should have gone full force.
Oh.
And you fumble. Wait, you have mastery, so that's not a fumble.
I have mastery, so it's not a fumble. I have exactly mastery.
Oh no! Do you have armor? I think you do.
I do, but it's not activated right now.
Okay, so that's exactly 10% damage. So boom, 12 damage, and then that's halved because it's impact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
so
5 points of damage.
I got you. Yeah.
All right.
Alright. Come on, again.
He had
Try
to-
that another time.
He had to open roll and for me to roll a 1 for him, and for me to almost fumble to deal me 5 points of damage. I think we know who the winner of this fight is gonna be.
Try it one more time, though. I want him to do his full punch
All right.
because he is a bigger punch. Ha! Attack! Oh, dang! And he keeps rolling. He keeps rolling low on his defense. All right, we can call it at that then. Another little counter attack. Oh, and he's not gonna. So, this fight's probably gonna go on for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be very like light hits, if anything, up until the rolls eventually swing towards one way or another, and either he's trapped or there's a big punch. And even a really big punch isn't going to do that much to her because she's largely resistant to impact attacks.
Yeah.
So it's sort of up to her.
I think that based on his attack score and stuff like this, I'm still going to like, yeah, just decide that like he's a good warrior and that like we can work together.
Okay.
And basically, if I do manage to catch him, I'm gonna like finish the trapping maneuver by transforming into the Iron Blood armor mode, like around him.
Very cool.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. After that, I'm just gonna like stick around with him. So that like I'm gonna tell him, all right, I'm gonna stay like this so that you can get used to it, and so that we can like work on our coordination because I'm gonna be mostly defending and you're gonna be attacking, but we need to like know when we're heading one way or another because like I can make us float like this, but like maybe you're gonna want to maneuver on the ground, so let's get used to coordinating.
Oh, okay, but so you know, I actually am usually the one like. I'm not really much of a fighter. I mostly just sort of like stick around my friends over here because they're tiny little people, so I try to like keep the big things away.
Yeah.
Maybe
I can make two
you can shoot
big
things. Maybe I can defend, and you can do the big punches.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, hold on. Here.
Okay.
If you get those rings that Joel made, can you use them properly? Let's see. I mean, it's not the way that I meant to do it, but basically, he's gonna get. Yeah, he's gonna get. So between the compass and the two rings, he'd be able to like do area defense, mirror attack, and absolute screen, which means no penalties to extra defenses in a full defense.
Cool.
And so basically, he'd be able to like push back to mirror attack supernatural attacks, even area attacks.
You're making him fit much more his name because he is very anti-magic build right now.
Yeah. So basically, I had originally planned for Hilario to be the defensive one with those artifacts being able to defend, since she can like do two shields. But since he seems to be more the defensive type, I guess, yeah, he can be in full defense and I can be in full offense. And that can work out as well. So he's gonna get the Ring of Safety, the Ring of Safe Return, and the Compass of Three Doors.
All right, he'll come back and he'll have like these rings on his cat gem gauntlets and say, "Guys, I think I'm becoming a target for magical powers."
Oh.
What do you think? Put up a shield. Wait, sorry. No,
Yeah, they look nice. But we have so many of those now. I don't remember what all of them do.
I don't know either. We got rings. I got rings. I got blood armor. It's kind of gooey. I don't know if I like it yet. But then I got gauntlets. It's just. I don't know if I feel powerful, but I feel like.
Prepared?
Prepared. Yeah, that sounds right.
That's what Jorl is all about, being prepared for things.
Hopefully, maybe we'll run into a mage sometime, and I'll get to suck him.
Hopefully.
Jorl, did you make your search checks?
Sure. It's gonna be. I still have the Eyes of the World.
For like another 6 hours, another 18 hours at least.
Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be like the general searching around for coins.
You're moving around with Gabriel. For the most part, you just see like sand and all the spaces around you. You do see some of the trees up ahead. And it's funny, you don't even have to look at them. You can just like close your eyes or look at the ground. And you can see things so much more pristinely than you can with your old man eyes. It takes you a while of walking. How long do you think you'll go?
Oh, Gabriel's gonna teleport us around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like around Zanzibar, because we know it used to be an ancient civilization. So if there's any patch where like nothing's been covered in, if there's any buildings or patches of land that have not been touched by the lava yet, it might be possible to like get it. Like I just need 3 coins, so.
Well, looking around, you start like just moving forward onto the edge of this little island. You don't see anything. This island, you don't know if it was even a part of the original empire that was here. And you hop over to the actual island of Zanimar for just a moment, and you could see it from the shore, so there's no real danger. You can actually see what you're trying to teleport to once you're.
Yeah.
As you enter it, you immediately feel like the heat radiating over this area, and you can see like the larger volcano still several miles that way. There's very little plant life here. Most of it is just rock, and you can see like in the distance several lines of magma moving over the ground. And already you can sort of just feel this draining essence to this place. It's more than just the heat, which seems to take away your breath, and the humidity. It's like something is dragging you down into the dirt. But you still have enough power to teleport, and you're not making this a terribly long trip.
Yeah.
So you move from one spot, walk while she charges, move to another spot, a little further down the coast. You do see like several pillars, like a couple collapsed shards of roofing, like moving down, that have survived many ages and are heavily scarred. They're only really notable because they do seem to have some man-made lines driven into them, very smooth surfaces. It takes up until you're down the shore a little ways, and you couldn't see it with your eyes. It's very good you had this power. You land, you see a magma flow like sort of trickling down just a little bit. It seems to be being sealed off now, being cooled. But at its very end, with your extrasensory vision, you actually sense a small magma cave having formed. It's maybe large enough for a single person to duck and slip into. And in there, it almost seems like there are just some faint remnants of like floor work, of actual foundation. And in there, you will need to make a dexterity check. It's a little. You're gonna have to make a physical resistance check, as you can actually sense just a small a small pot that has a number of little coins in them. And you, oh boy, what's your fumble number?
2.
I forget that you had so much physical resistance.
Yeah, like because I have to be resistant to pain in case one of my familiar dies, or in case like anybody takes pain. I like boosting my physical resistance was one of my priorities.
It's a good idea. But roll your fumble. As you're in there, you move, you like duck into the cave. It's very hot in here. But you actually sense in this small pot, there seems to be like a number of little things that are including coins. Like it's mostly sand, but because of your extrasensory vision, you can actually feel them in there. These small discs that are crumbly and but still a very fine quality as far as relics go, and of a pleasant silvery metal. And so, make your fumble roll, please.
Oh yeah, fumble roll. Okay, let's do this.
Do you have any heat armor?
Yes, I have the psychokinetic armor from Gabriel.
Wait a minute. Okay. You reach in there and like a little pock of lava bursts and it's gonna catch your hand, and then you're like, wait a minute, I have a teleporting psychic. You can grab him for yourself. Yeah, so you take no damage. It took me a minute to be like, oh, you're just gonna grab it. No, you have another method of doing that. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then I'm
You
gonna...
pull this thing out. You don't just have 3. There seem to be 10 of them in there, but they're sort of like stacked in this other ashy substance that must just be decayed. It's hard to tell.
It could be a funeral urn, and I'm gonna get haunted, but I got the coins, so I'm gonna head back to the rest of the group, and since it's 2 p.m, I think now's a good point to end today's game.
Alright, yeah, I think you are correct. By the way, well, okay, yes, we'll end the game here. I hope you all had fun. It seemed like a whole bunch of preparation was done, and then it was just like, let's teleport to the middle of the sea. So I hope you had fun going to the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
Also, I will say that you're getting rest now, Killian.
Yes.
Okay, Killian gets his rest. Omen, you talk with your friends. Hopefully, Karma will be up soon. And Joel, at the end of the session, pops in with his urn full of coins. I'm actually going to send you just a little bit about those coins, unless you want to hear about them right now. But the session is over. Go get your XP. I hope you had fun.
Yeah. I hope the group stays together.
Yes.
I might be like convinced to stay with the group if we're not going back to Drenhof to save the people that are there. But it's basically what like my main motivation is, to take care of A, Black Sun, and B, help as many people as possible. So like with the Black Sun zombie invasion, it's kind of like where
Black Sun is causing that zombie invasion?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did we not tell you that?
No, y'all don't tell me shit.
Well, you don't tell us shit, so
But it makes sense that he doesn't tell us stuff. Like, you thought Black Sun would come up at some point.
Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day everyone.